귀 기울여봐. It's alright. 두려워 말고 널 내게 맡겨봐. And come with me tonight. 모두가 잠든 이 밤에 비밀스레 열린 dreamy wonderland. 한 걸음 가까이 떨리는 맘을 숨길 수가 없어. 난 그곳으로 가. 하늘 위 깊은 곳으로 닻을 올려 난 구름의 바람을 타고 멀리 멀리 기억한 경 그곳으로 나를 데려가. 자유로운 뱃사금 Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine. 한여름밤의 꿈처럼 달콤한 dreamy wonderland. 내 입가에 정해진 숨결 마법처럼 사라진 yesterday. 날 스치던 포근한 물결 다시 한번 눈 감으면 see it, feel it. 모두가 잠든 이 밤에 비밀스레 열린 dreamy wonderland. 한 걸음 가까이 떨리는 맘을 숨길 수가 없어. 난 그곳으로 가. 하늘 위 깊은 곳으로 닻을 올려 난 구름의 바람을 타고 멀리 멀리 기억한 경 그곳으로 나를 데려가. 자유로운 뱃사금 Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine. 한여름밤의 꿈처럼 달콤한 dreamy wonderland. 다시 또 설레어 까만 밤 별빛을 바라보며 Everyday 내가 원하는 대로 끝없이 유용해. Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine. 한여름밤의 꿈처럼 달콤한 dreamy wonderland. 긴 시간 속에 간직한 나만의 dreamy wonderland. 왜네 앞에서 no way 날 기억하고 말릴 수 없는 걸. Yeah, you are the only thing I need. I can feel whatever.
Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing this fine day?
好，我们来看一下 T 今天的先发阵容名单：峰峰、小开、黑贝、Bank、Locking、
What's up?
还有主教练一叶。刚刚其实
Hello, YouTube.
说到了，可能他也会比较
Hello,
关注
Twitch.
就是
Chat, I think JDG is gonna win today. I mean, I've just lost all faith in Trace.
觉得位的一些削弱和增强，都会有些可能位置上的变动，对他自己的状态啊或者发挥是有一定影响的。
因为其实，在早期 TE 在国内名次比较前的情况之下，大家都会感觉火力点。
Oh yeah, the directs today. Nintendo Direct today. PoE 2.
可是，在当前这个
JDG Live update today.
就是峰峰，其实在整个2024年，他包括今年的起点赛到了现在的第一赛段，他的个人数据。
I am eating some Korean army stew.
就 TE 从曼谷
called pudetjjigae.
的这个学院派
Literally means army stew. But it's basically Korean like spicy stew with ham and sausage and kimchi and whatnot.
就他的个人雷兹的一个熟练度是超级之高的，但是当前的地图池以及版本其实对于雷兹来说并不友好。
好，那看一下赛前两队的一个数据对比啊。首先看到的首相局胜率这里
Who is this match? That is an amazing question. Who asked that? Who do you think this match is actually for? Like, who is actually excited to see these two play? Yeah, there you go. I'm eating army stew for stew. This match is... that's a great question. Who's excited to watch this match?
对于司徒来讲，他这个率先击败率可以说是非常突出的，达到现在是第2名，小开是在第5名。
I'm gonna be real honest, chat. I debated all day if I should just play Xenoblade Chronicles X instead of watching this match. People are here to see how far Trace can fall. Honestly, that is like the most interesting part. I don't want that. Well, honestly, at this point, I'd rather they just hit rock bottom and rise back up. Because if they like, just moderately recover, that's just not fun.
两队在去年是有过一场对阵的，当时是以 JDG 2-1拿下了比赛结束。我觉得那场其实对于 T 来说也是一个很好的借鉴。
Is the next match better? There's only one match today too. That's the worst part.
是因为去年应该是24年的第2赛段有过一次交手嘛，就那一次的交手其实还是有很多的图示和现在包括版本的不同的，给大家留下印象比较深的就是在
Boot up the Switch.
是有打过双少的体系嘛。
No, but you know what? We can cheer on for Stu.
未尝一胜，所以今天还是要重点关注一下是 T 能够
先
状态，还是 JDG 能够先拿到首胜。
Yeah.
因为打到现在第3周了嘛，每一场比赛都非常关键，可能关乎到后续的一个晋级情况。因为在这样的一个小组单循环当中，你可能至少要保证2到3胜，才有机会能够进入到后续的比赛当中。
No, I actually think JDG can win this. Unless Trace starts playing like a team again.
在 JDG 凭借这套阵容取胜斩获了 TE 的胜利之后 ，TE 之后也是选择加入了一个双少的打法体系当中啊。
No, I didn't watch the Challengers Korea final. I saw they were leading 2-0 though. Did it end? Did FearX win 3-0? I mean, I was hoping they would win because a lot of them are the ex-Nongshim boys. And those guys were pretty talented.
JDG 在当时和现在是有经历过换人的，不管是 YH 啊还是 Viva 的缺席。
Yo, Stephen Lee's belly button. It depends though. Usually the Korean army stew, pudetjjigae, it's never really served as servings as one. So if it's a place that's like, it's like, let's say if you ate there, if it's gonna be served in the middle, then you're not getting ripped off. I mean, it's like, it's actually in today's economy, you're not getting ripped off. But if it's like just one small bowl, like one serving, then you are getting ripped off. It's honestly just like spam and sausage and kimchi in a stew. China gives me hope of going pro. This is for all of you that aspire to go pro someday, chat. That's what this match is for.
这可能需要在今天这场比较重要的比赛去进行调整。那再一点，在残局的处理和默认控图的过程当中， 就 YU 那一次他的上不勒其实是立下了汗马的功劳的。
嗯，
那如果今天对手拿出类似的打法来对你的进攻进行针对，这同样也是值得思考的一点。
没错，其实有看到在上一场
Trace better win this game. Trace Trooper.
进攻方极限时间
That I think is asking for too much.
时间的压力嘛，很多细节啊、搜点也没有办法做得很好，然后就导致
Did you watch the new video, the timeout? Yeah, I did actually. We didn't have a chance to watch it together, but
而且叶教练其实有特意 Q 到一个点，就是之前上一次的比赛 TE 是有输过。
I know, chat. This is just the appetizer, so you guys all get excited to watch Apex beat Heretics today.
我们把镜头给到舞台。
Floor's gonna drop 60 in 2 maps. All right, we finished just in time. Oh yeah, dude, what is up with Zap just up and leaving? Like supposedly the team wasn't even expecting it? Like that's crazy. How did Trace end up? Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, well, okay, I have one idea, and I think part of it is probably the minor role swaps where Feng Feng now has to flex around a bit more. But, I mean, if that is causing you this many issues, you've got bigger issues, I think. Yeah, for those who didn't see, I mean, I don't know if... I think it's like confirmed, right? Because the team pretty much like did an interview where they were like, we weren't expecting it, so we are scrambling to find a new player, which is like, dude, that has to be something monumentally bad. Lil King is the current one saving grace of Trace Esports, in my opinion. He's not the only one putting up frags, but he's the only one playing Valorant. Do you think I could join 2G if they were desperate? I mean, honestly, at this point, better than forfeiting, right? I mean, yeah, so if it's like family or personal, I can see that. I guess, yeah, I mean... I guess the team would simply just say, like, we didn't see it coming. I guess, yeah, I guess the implication would be a little different. Like, if it's a personal thing, I mean, yeah, obviously, it sucks. It happens, and I hope, you know, both parties end up for the better. But if it's, like, an internal thing, that's a real problem. But also, if it's, like, a family thing, like, you wouldn't just straight up leave the team, you know what I mean? Like, you would probably talk to them about the emergency and be like, I'm really sorry, but you're going to need to find a sub for like an indefinite amount of time or whatever. It's just a weird situation. Yeah, well, and that's the thing is like, they almost make it sound like he just walked into the office and then was like, I'm out, peace. And then he just like left as if there was like no official like offboarding. I don't know. I mean, obviously I don't know. I mean, you know, things get lost in translation, things get lost in interviews, and obviously they're not gonna like divulge everything because I'm sure they're panicking to find a replacement. But the theory people have is that Zap left because they kicked yeah, that seems to... But, like... Okay, if that is the reason, though... I mean, that's not good for Zap either. Like, the org can be monumentally bad, but if they're not just straight up screwing you over or whatnot... And also, like... Let's say they, like, did prize completely dirty. Like, they, you know, like, shady stuff. then like you should come out and say it. Because right now it just makes you look bad. Like you're also just throwing a tantrum. You know what I mean? Now it's a lose-lose situation. But I'm not trying to... we have no idea what's going on. But I hope it's not that. Because I don't think that would be good for either party. Hey, what's up? What's up? Who's your least favorite coach in Pacific? Is there anyone that's just plain rude? My least favorite coach in Pacific is Ewok because he baited me for 2.5 years. No, I'm just kidding. No, I really like Ewok. I don't have a least favorite coach.
两队的一个赛前的地图班选，T 以及 JDG 都是按照自己的以及亚海全程。
是在 Team AB 的选择上。
I mean, there are coaches that I don't know very well, but I mean, at this point though, the timeout videos helped a lot because sometimes, like when I was casting, I'm always of the I think there's differing schools of thought. I don't think any are right or wrong, but I'm always of the type that I want to keep challenging myself to analyze better on my own and cross-check. You know, and if there's like public interviews and stuff, I'll look up what the coaches are saying, but I didn't want to like actively engage in separate conversations just because then, you know, my viewpoints might get skewed, or I might just know things off of what I've heard or whatnot, etc. So I didn't reach out that much, and also obviously like I'm usually only seeing them at the venue, so you know, I don't want to take away their time. But the timeout videos helped a lot because obviously then we can kind of get to know each other and catch up and whatnot. And
不一样的。对，对于 T 来讲，他们也是主动在求变嘛，这做了非常多地图啊以及阵容上的调整。
Ewok is my least favorite coach too because I've never seen Star Wars. Tuesday, you and me. We are a few of the brave ones left that have never seen Star Wars.
特别是我们在赛前非常关注的一点就是峰峰的个人位置选择嘛，他其实会在莲花古城去选择拿出太湖，而他的太湖对比之前玩的雷兹的时候，可能自己的
All right, Lotus.
好，来看一下两队在莲花古城的一个阵容选择，还是维持
Honestly,
去拿到的这种体系。两队是完全不同的一个
I'm choosing JDG.
在张图去用太湖的。
是，那 JDG 还是依旧选择之前的
Gash Wizard, an OG. Thank you. Appreciate your support back then. Appreciate your support now. Always good to see OGs.
A 大的争夺啊，单向烟的挂置以及 C 大的一个争夺可能会相当有利，但是在这张地图 T 选出来之后，它毕竟是张3点图，进攻方的得分概率还是偏高的 ，JDG 也是在选边上有一定的优势。
I mean that's why I'm not convinced about TE. But they used to like Lotus just in general. So also whoever was asking if Six Fingers actually has 6 fingers, I actually have never counted. I guess it's a mystery.
C 区的压力会比较大一点嘛，因为你没有能够去主动探信息的技能组，是比较需要去靠你的人力来看或者收集信息，这就导致可能你会。
Do you not have mods in chat? No, we have mods here. Why? What's going on?
那么马上开始我们的图一莲花古城的交手啊，上来这张图是由 TE 做出选择，而防守方的 TE， 进攻方的 JDG， 比赛马上开始。
是，而且在这张地图，既然 JDG 选择拿出维斯啊，维斯其实在单边获取信息的能力还是会偏强。
Oh, we have quite a few people who have never watched Star Wars. Maybe we should start banning everyone who has watched Star Wars, chat. Maybe we should go full sideshow out here. Just be unreasonable.
JDG 也是选择变成抢啊，因为 A 大这个点位，你跟铁壁太湖去抢第一波肯定是
You know?
不站好。
Just be completely, just go bonkers. You like something? Banned.
通过一个暗售确定前列位没有站人，控制刚球这个点数给到 Stew， 有超前暴走的存在，其实运营经济会比较舒服。但是 C 区现在只有
No, there's no way T's doing this just because Bind is out of the pool. They didn't even play it at Bangkok.
也不敢去贸然的进入包点。
That's on them.
看了一下 B 大外面是没有任何信息的，也回头看了一眼土坡，发现了对面这个应该是只是一个阳攻，所以选择补防到 C。
只要第二时间 JK 摸出 A 大去，其实没有吃到太大的压力，感觉 A 区偏弱哦。
这里应该是 A 点。
I mean, T's just not doing anything. I mean, yeah, it depends on how good your pistol retake is on A, I guess. The fact that nobody is looking for information anywhere is... What are we watching? Zeta Division? What's going on here? Oh, now they're gonna go look for information. Mr. Canny might actually just get wrecked because of the time. No way.
应该是能够顺利的完成爆能器的安置。B 点还有挂一个 Mr. Carney， 安爆之后的落位应该是相当安全。
Oh boy.
高级塔来了。
Uh-oh. Now he's stuck. Don't line up for him. Oh my. Kai's still sharp. He just sometimes plays like he's playing solo queue these days.
无路可退啊，要看 A 大的解围了。
Oof, amazing parent. Oh no, oh no.
小开，这鬼魅的传射是直接进入了包点，而且
How did they get away with this?
输入的队友很被动，手枪分的
How did they get away with this?
完成了第1分的获取。
哇哦，这一分虽然说 JDG 的慢打其实拉扯的非常不错 ，A 爆点是几乎的一个空放，但小开在坡道的驻守其实是很关键的，拿到了一个开门的击杀，而且也把整个优势的地理位置给重新占据了回来。
是因为我刚刚其实关注到他在高低差这个位置，手上是没有任何的技能。
Yeah, chat, put some respect on Sentinel's name. They're the OG Fortnite champions.
完成配合嘛。
回防的这个暗眼确实也是非常关键的一个控制技能。
Technically, they also had their Halo team before Valorant, no?
上来的手枪分对于 JDG 来说，其实战术拉扯是做的非常不错，可惜还是在后面的对枪环节出现了一些问题。而这张
Chat, but I think there's a lot of confusion around the partnership. And I mean, I don't know that, you know, I didn't try apply. What?
A 大是直接被小开给摘掉。
What is What is my man?
A 大挂出一颗烟雾之后，是想要去在一扣轮次尝试吃一些地图资源，而 T
Oh my gosh.
坚守不放啊。
这里有看到 Stu 是买了一把短炮啊，可能要考虑尝试过来跟 C 区打一个人数交换。
不过这个位置 Locking 推个暗眼就是全黑了。
不过你让短炮贴近的话，暗眼效果也不好发挥。
主动前推，害灵清掉了单挂的紫烟，那剩下3名队友只能选择去。
Yeah, chat, just because not every org is willing to spend like a ridiculous amount of money to just buy out players doesn't mean that they're all broke. Esports in general is just on the broke end. But also, I think a lot of people just presume like, oh, like pure value evaluation of the org, or like the size of the org is all they looked at, and I don't think that's it. I think it was much more about the basically they gauged if the team was committed and had, you know, a realistic system where they could prove their level of commitment. Obviously, not everyone's going to have the same level of commitment, but
看长枪分了，对于 T 来讲，上分是几乎没有什么掉枪的，所以这分的枪械保持的还不错。
对，而且小开是已经拥有自己的神鬼不绝了。 4人在 A 大主动做前推，那 JDG 其实吃到 C 大单向烟的压力之后，还是被迫去交一些。I
mean, I would argue that obviously the thing is like PaperX fans. It's kind of weird because I feel like this crash out is bigger than it was with DRX fans. Well, maybe not in Korea, but.
这25秒钟对于正在默认的 JDG 来说，他们拿到的有效站位真的有点少了。
But it's like I feel like this level of slump from them has only. This is like the only real time we've seen it. It's only been like 3 months. And as weird as that game was, like as much as yeah, everyone can say, well, they were up 8-0, so they should have won that match 2-0 against DRX. Like that's true. But I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking back and I'm like, PaperX was never the sturdy ones. Nobody ever watched a PaperX game just having complete comfort. You know what I mean? It's just, it does seem a lot of it is very reactionary. Like people are talking as if this has been going on for 5 years since the beginning of Valorant, and I'm like, I don't know, guys. It's just 2025. Yeah, and then they're like trying new things, and I think the direction of the new things is good, just the execution is poor. So it's like, okay. I mean, listen, like same as with DRX. If I had a choice, do I think a roster change would? Oh, do I think a roster change would be good? Yes, similar to how I thought that with DRX last year. But that doesn't mean I think like there's any one specific thing that's absolutely a problem. I just think they need to get out of a rut.
来跟你去命换命啊，让你没有办法去在有效的时间内安装下这个爆能器。
I'm not even phased, chat. At this point, right from the beginning, I'm just. I don't know what I'm. To be honest, though, I'd rather watch this than the EMEA matches last night. I was so glad I didn't turn on the stream last night. I mean, I couldn't have anyway. But I had it on the side. And I was just thinking, like, boy, am I glad I didn't turn on the stream for that one.
应该是出现了一个暂停啊，我觉得对于 JDG 来说，有看到其实前面几分的慢打拉扯，我觉得整体效果还是很不错的，有去在第二时间控制回一些优势位置。但
Yeah, it was like that's the thing about the Chinese games or even some of the Pacific games is that at least there's some hilarity every now and then. Like even if it's one-sided. That's true. Sivov, that's how we're calling him. Sivov. Sivov's debut was cool, I guess. That's good news. See if it keeps up, but from everything we're hearing, sounds like it should. Uh-oh.
确实前点位固点的压力会比较大，但是 A 在 C 区吃到压力之后 ，A 点也选择做。
That guy looks exactly like Warwood. It's so funny because I've definitely like done double takes where I'm like, wait, what? Why is Warwood? What? When I'm scrolling through my social media and then like Warwood's just mentioned it yesterday. Apparently he didn't believe it when people told him. And then he's like watching and he's like, wait a minute.
第二个爱手也交掉，哇，真的，就在这样的一个站位调整和信息的获取上来说。
Yeah, I think Pacific has proven the potential of upsets a bit more. Like other regions on paper, there should be upsets happening, but it just seems like oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Generational Stu blunder.
35秒钟进入到包点，爆能器应该是能够完成安置的。
那不过现在烟散了，只能寻求稳去下一个比较安全的角度。哇，被矩阵一波打断。
KC is kind of overrated.
有反清技能吗？小开一个出血闪直接打出来。
I mean, I think rightfully, I think result-wise, I think retrospectively they seem overrated, but also on paper, would you not rate them highly? I think on paper you would rate them highly.
C 区放的是2个控场位，有烟，有伤害类技能，还有暗眼可以去做拖延，这就导致你在可能。
Actually, China's had upsets too, but like China's upsets were.
而且斯杜的确实这波。
Well, yeah, I don't know. Nova's upset was pretty good.
其实这几个回合看下来，两支队伍在小技能的收益上是有拉开一点点的差距的。你会发现，就比如说刚刚在安置爆能器的那一瞬间，一个矩阵一波。
Yeah, is Trace cooking though? We'll see. I'm not sold yet. Yeah, like that was a very there was a very big JDG fumble. Trace was like cooking, and then JDG just like dumped a bunch of MSG in it, so it just couldn't possibly taste bad. So like maybe they were cooking, but we don't actually know if it would have been good without the MSG packet that Stu just threw on the ground.
不代表他们能够很顺利的进到 C 区，就像刚刚看到的一样，有暗眼啊，有蛇纹，以及有障云，加上2个控场位不停的去给烟来消耗。
Think about Sivos that was overlooked. How fast did he adapt to land play? His one of the few teams in Tier 2 that have for almost 2 years all their players moved to Montpellier, so he already has some IRL experience. Oh, that's cool. That's some good lore. For those asking if I'm gonna stream EMEA today, I can't, because right after this end, pretty much like, well, if it's a 2-0, I guess I have a little bit of time to hop off and whatnot. But right after this ends, I basically have to get off and then drive out to a studio to get ready for the Korean broadcast for the Path of Exile 2 live update show thing. The update stream. So I will not be able to watch the EMEA games. But I will definitely be keeping an eye on the Apex game, because I think that should, I guess it won't finish before our show starts, but it'll start before our show starts. JDG is running it down. Trace is playing like a team though.
真是切到了 JDG 的命脉啊！因为其实前面几分他们也发现了 不可能，就是 JDG 的
See,
阵容
now
没
we
有
just
办
have
法
to
实
start
现
to
第一
if
波的
if
一
this
个交
match
互，只能来
ends
控制
like
住
it
这次
starts,
是在旋转门做了一波
then we also just have to start questioning,
反清的这个弹墙闪，
like, is it JDG or is it
完全被控
Trace?
制，还有后点位的一个暗移啊，
You know what I
每
mean?
个人脸上要么就是光圈，要么就是吃黑。
就这一轮真的来的
I'm working the
太快了
PoE2 reveal on the
这一
Korean
届他
side,
们都在
obviously
对
not
方
the
中间推了
not the main broadcast
这一
side.
点拖着能量球的一瞬间
So we'll
中间
basically be
改变
taking
了景象
theirs, and then I'll be translating
可以看到
most of it, and then we'll have like our own Korean talk show.
一个变动。
对，而且按照这样的一个得分压力来说，这张偏进攻的地图，JDG打得很难受。
要尝试来抢 A 大了，因为
真得拼
上面其实前面2分 T 是没有在 A 点交太多技能的。
因为莲花谷
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing crazy that Trace is doing. They're simply trading as a team. But to be fair, the bar was pretty low coming into today because Trace hadn't been doing that recently, which is weird because that's something they were good at.
还是打树屋。
而且 T 很大胆，他把 A 区放空，其实就是想白骗你的技能。宇宙分裂和叶灵，其实如果要开的话，收益一般。
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to compare Sivov and Trex like as individual players. Over time, you could compare the impact they have for the team, right? But I don't think it's fair to compare them individually. I don't think anybody thought Trex was a, you know, not like a lot of people thought he was a great player, even this year. So it's just, you know. But I think you can still like I think Sivov's performance is worth getting excited about. Obviously, it's just one match, but you know we all got excited after Something's debut, after Premi's debut.
打闪出，这一轮也是洛 King 在体内打了个2换2，Baby Blue 再加1人的情况下，剩下黑贝1v2的残局。这个爆能器其实偏树屋啊，但是2人选择出烟，再溜鬼眼，时间不多了。
Yeah, that's true. He is off rolling. That is a good point.
2摇到了，那这一分也是围绕 Baby Blue 的最后 one tap 帮助 JDG 非常不容易的拿下1分啊。
这一分的一个节奏的调整，其实 JDG 做的很不错。在发现其实前面2分 T 没有怎么在 A 大交技能之后，选择主动过来控 A。虽然说过点的时候苏是被抓机会，有小编打掉了，但因为有叶灵的存在，所以
The Hebe salary cut is it is gonna be a very funny piece of lore over time, I
最
think.
后的站位细节处理的也非常的不错，就他其实安了一个树屋包，按照常理来说树屋应该是有人的，最后一个人的位置是完全没有猜到啊。
对，这个爆能器角度其实是偏开放的，所以也导致黑贝残局不太好去找人。
Yo, the one and only Happy Kitty, thank you for the tier 1 gift. Appreciate it. Welcome, Zaya.
想象之后他还能踢来踢去。
这波是选择 A 点稍微给了一下压力之后，想要过来快速提 C。Locking 的身位漏了一些啊，被看到。
可是现在 A 大被一把迷局解放之后，队友是直接能够快速合围了，
还是要打 C， 四度是有中间技能的，
给右爪了。
以及铁经纪人。
Honestly, I do think rolls.
但是他
Oh my god!
切脸上一分没有能够喷掉，这可以清掉了点灯的洛 King。那现在黑
What are we
回到了
doing?
他也有点就是无法操作了。
等队友过来吧。手上应该要小开神鬼不觉先找人了。
What am I watching, man?
他也怕对手还有绕后的人，所以一直在盯防 BC 零接触。
因为确实有单边的。
Did he not have a buy? No, he had a buy. Why didn't what?
是见风插针收掉了风风，包点现在。
In what world do you think that was the better play?
不太好出啊，这双控场。
Oh, he was vice ulted. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
太多了。
I was so confused. I mean, he still could. I think he could have moved a bit quicker. It is still funny, but he was vice ulted. Thank you. I mean, just shorty things. Shorty things. It's so good for you most of the time. That is good value. That's actually one of the best values from the ult I've seen, where it's like a direct. It just straight up directly ruins the hold. Like, it's a small thing, but it is actually one of the best direct payouts of the vice ult. No, it's still funny. It's funny. I mean, you could tell too in his head, he's like, I can't shoot too early. He's like trying to he's like running all the calculations in his head of like, all right, when do I shoot to guarantee the kill?
从上帝视角看来啊，现在最大的压力的就还是我们一直 Q 到的没有上位的那个 C 点。C 点其实是非常难防的。洛 King 凭借自己的剑影啊、单向烟，他。
Do you think Vitality will win EMEA in Stage 1 or another team? I mean, we've only seen 4 teams, but I feel like Vitality's gonna be fine to win EMEA again. But I think that can be cause for concern though. Like if they kind of just win it as expected without much hardship, you know, maybe like dropping 2 or more matches here and there, dropping to lower bracket, something like that. If that doesn't happen, I think there is cause for concern because they're not being challenged enough. At that point, it probably means they are continuing to just out-frag people more than anything. And like I'm all for oh. Nice. That's a big takeover. Fast rotate though from Trace. Yeah, with the snake bite here, you definitely hold if you're JDG. But if you're gonna hold, you gotta explore something else. You can't just keep holding. Or BNK can give the kill.
那 JDG 其实在前35秒钟的时间就已经大赚。
All you gotta do is just group as 5, JDG. And in all honesty, you knew the Viper was there. The people were still there. I would have rather just 5-man barrel rolled rubble, man. At best, it's 2 people, but there's no Viper, right? So like, oh, they're gonna try to fake, and it's not gonna work. Heibei, come back. Feng Feng, tell Heibei to go back. Oh, they're spreading out. They want to hold all the sites. Oh my goodness. Oh, good flash. For himself.
黑贝从侧翼的杀出啊，虽然说换了2个人回来，但是面对峰峰1v3的残局，太湖的技能反击其实可能会暴露自己的位置。
It was a good flash. It was just too good.
举空了，眩晕给出来，但是死点位。
But yeah, what were we talking about for EMEA? Yeah, but if they win like that, like I'm all for them just just copying meta, whatever seems meta, and then fragging people out with it. But I don't think you're winning an international trophy if you do that, right? Because that's where the people who came up with the comps and can frag are going to meet. So I hope that Vitality gets challenged quite a bit. Not just for the region, but for Vitality's sake.
尝试通过站位的调整去解决一下。再一点就是那把狙，就是明狙起出来之后，其实是应对对方的单摸和转点的。但是目前看来，JDG 其实打。Do
you like how BBL looks? Yeah, I think so. I think BBL is just kind of on a pretty consistent continuation over from kickoff. I didn't watch the games too closely, but I just kind of had it on the side.
也不太敢贸然的去前顶，这份的站位都是比较靠后的。
是 B 点交出一颗暗兽，确定近点没站人，不给守方拿到前点位站位的机会。
What's your expectation from Heretics? My expectation from Heretics is that they will.
神龟不接来了，这个时间点去开的话 ，A 大没看到人，直接清空了一半的点啊。那现在基本上就是。
Actually, I'm not so sure. I think Heretics, it depends on how quickly they've figured out their own style in the current meta. I think Heretics kind of struggles from a similar thing. Where like they have some pretty strict play styles individually. It's definitely not crispy this game, but JDG's bringing it back. But what was I saying? So I think they have, like, for instance, like Benji's a great anchor, but he's a great anchor, right? I'm not saying he's bad at other things, but he's not. Like, he's very specialized on that front. I would argue somewhat similar things for Boo and Mini Boo. And so at that point, it's not even about, like, how many agents can you play. I just don't know if you can take that and adapt it into the current meta where things are much more fluid and a bit more, for lack of a better term, a bit more all in, right? So I don't know if they'll figure that out. I mean, there will be a way. I'm not saying that they're doomed, but that's on them. That's on them to figure it out. You know what? I kind of agree with that. Dorillo or Dorio?
实
I'm like tempted to say Dorio.
晃身位，就是给身位去探视野的一种威胁。
可是这把
Yo, El Springy with the Prime sub. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for using your Prime. Appreciate it.
旋转跳也可能会被抓。
对。
特别是现在 PC 连接这个点是经常你会需要露身位去看信息的位置啊。而且也是2次都想去下这个 PC 连接处。
教爬虫确定 BY 有站人，但是看一下现在
You don't agree at all? With what?
他们凭借枪械的优势。
What did I say that was so egregious?
因为刚刚爬虫是有看到你
Oh, then it's like not a quote-unquote EMEA style.
这一分的主动权就完全落在了。
Well, I think it's a weird thing because I actually expect EMEA to be the ones that will innovate. But I think EMEA kind of got caught in this rut over the past year and a half where Fnatic was so dominant beforehand that people basically wanted to try to figure out how to beat Fnatic. But now that style is out of fashion. It doesn't have to be. You can have minor variations of it, but... So I think Foot is the only one who's always been consistent in that they've like kept their own style, but you know, most people forget about him because they've never. It's like a DRX situation. There is a lot of running and gunning in this game today.
T 也是在混起分完成了翻盘。哇，这一分疯疯的一个站位选择啊，作为非常有赛场经验的一个选手来说，确实是发挥的很不错。第一时间的爬虫是帮助 B 区解围了，不然我觉得其实以黑北的这个站位习惯或者看信息的习惯来说，很有可能会被这把进攻狙给抓到。是。其次第二身位
I do think
数位也是非常精准的拿到2个击杀，逼迫对手必须要转。
I do think Feng would play Waylay pretty well. Am I crazy for thinking that? But not in a solo duelist. Not in a solo duelist role. They haven't tried it, right? They haven't played it? Yeah.
对，不太合格的。而且终极技能其实比较多啊，可能考虑要做题目了。
对，但这把明狙在 A 大碎
They got what they deserve for discrediting Scream.
他的位技能其实比较多，看见了，可以来回的换位。
哇，直接狙掉了一个 JK 啊！
So op on A.
找了一个比较灵活的控场位，但还好他们是一个双烟的选择。
主要少一个宇宙分裂。
See, this is the thing is that if they didn't even take out the snake bite. You're gonna all in on the side that you know the Viper plays without taking the snake bite. Like, I'd rather you just use your util. Like, you can bait that out with noise on this side. I'd rather they just use their util to push the op away on Rebel like immediately.
但是守方的山崩地线反制来得很快，再给一个炮。
I'm.
攻势又被劝退了。
惊雷卷地也推，时间又会卡得非常极限。
What? I mean, what?
强行。
Where was that all going, man?
而且这一轮
They're panicking. They know they're stuck at this point, so they just have to go. There's so much delay. What? What is that third and fourth kill, man? That's insane. Holy.
你不得不提黑贝也立了一定的功劳，因为他把大部分的注意力都吸引到了自己的这边。
而且他那第3个像是在飘头，但是切出标配的那个3连发反应相当快啊
Dude, what is that? Dude, what is that fadeaway behind the pillar? He run and guns and he just stray bullet through the railing, kills him, and then he swaps to his pistol. Do you think Yoru should be nerfed in upcoming patches? No. I don't think so.
就甚至上一轮还教了很多的终极技能。
确实，目前来看只剩下一个宇宙。
I think he's fine as is. I actually don't think he's necessary. I think it's just. I think it's a waterfall effect. Oh my! Oh wait, what? How did they not get him?
而且这波不得不说，小编的山崩
支
援的太及时了，
What
救下了黑贝，虽然说是残血的状态，但多了一条枪线。 那也是好的，
这就是团队的协同啊！切出一把短炮，想要去为 A 去解围。 而且由于离魂的落地
，peek out， oh， NT
直接拿到了点后的信息，点内跟 Steel 打了一波1换1，但是爆能器安置之后，
That's a cool idea.
比较充裕，这把明狙能抓到机会。
That wasn't a cool idea.
JK 也是找到了一个修图的
A base low.
现在 JK 这个宇宙分裂其实可以去交一交了。
There's something going on in the air at the arena today. Like everybody's shaky today.
这个转角处一把短炮。没有，完全没有想到，两个人的视角应该都还在
Shorty value
下方的位置啊。
这就是在
Yeah, I think it's a waterfall. The Yoru scenario is a waterfall effect of Teho, I think.
这个站位吧，让小开没有
Right.
预警到。
But even then, I think if you're playing solo duelist Yoru, you do actually sacrifice a lot, and I think it's still pretty hard for you to pull off, like if you're evenly matched.
可能对于 JDG 在防守端的压力会比较大一点，他们需要拿下第一个首枪。
Yeah, I think Yoru's fine. I think he's still pretty niche. It's just the Teho kind of makes it seem like he's like it's just an easy answer to Teho, you know, taking over one of the roles where Teho kinda is a jack of all trades, and then Yoru is kind of a jack of all trades, so it works. But
T 拿到首阳分，可能比分会拉开到4分，而且9分之后就会比较危险了。
I looked at the weather today and said there's glue in the air.
这个点位的争夺上来说，防守方会比较占优嘛。
哎，导播也很懂啊。
All right, how many people are gonna get the camera correctly the first time?
建成这个手枪局确实非常的重要。
We're gonna play our own game. All right, we've got 0 so far.
其实各项数据都还不错，可能唯一的小短板就是在防守端的一些解围和得分。
对，刚刚其实赛前版也给到了 JDG 在防守端
She was uninterested.
43%左右。
Oh, are we not gonna get anybody? Nobody's gonna get the camera correctly today?
胜率随着上张就是上半场的一个手枪局。
Oh my gosh. 0 for 4.
所以大部分人可能还是会比较看好 T 一些。
Oh, she was nope. Nope. 0 for 5.
那 JDG 如果想要同样在这个下半场
Okay, she was prepared. We got 1.
需要布置更多的一些技能的压制啊和战术的布置。
我觉得特别是对于 Stu 来讲。
All right, this dude was prepared too.
自己的这个上半场发挥来说不是。
We got 2.
因为有看到在赛前数据给了他比较突出的一项。
2 and 5. Are you sure?
是来到了目前的。
Oh, she's sure. Oh, okay. 3 for 5. 3 out of 5. Or 3 out of 5. I can't even talk. 3 5. Not bad, not bad. Not bad.
有一个很好的表现。
因为霓虹其实对于当年这个版本来说
I'll take a 3 5. That's not a bad half.
但它同样能够凭借
Bring it back in map 2.
包括那个高速通道去帮助整个团队增益。
Still says which team will win the next pistol round. Right.
感谢现场的粉丝。
And that is it's actually a great way because it's like it ties it into the actual pistols, so the classics are not just like promoting the teams, but you're promoting the bundles. It's actually a really good halftime segment.
同样也是一个 C 区和 A 区的两分彩和重方。
但叶路这个英雄就是非常的克制维斯啊，一个假身就可以把你的裁断给骗出来。
Don't nerf his ult. We're not even seeing players use his ult to 150% value. Let people break it even more. I don't think Yoru needs a nerf, chat.
配合队友的这个黑杖。
不过黑贝现在的职责就是不能，但是他这个出烟确实是没有猜到对方的职责。
I mean, looks like they just wanted straight up a pinch onto B. It's a timing play for Hebei. Stu, you are stuck. Little bit overcommitted.
3个助攻应该是吃了非常多的控制技能啊，爆能器可以成功的安装。
暗眼来了，推出来之后反而是有躲避掉这个关键的脂肪。
NT on the timing from JDG. Right as it.
标配的爆炸开火啊，直接再
well,
1分。
有看到，其实这个阵容来到
Yeah, let's nerf Harbor.
组的差异就
Let's nerf Harbor.
哪怕是在手枪
I think Harbor's a menace.
多的情况下，上来就直接在
Keep Yoru safe. Nerf Harbor.
这个石门附近，通过技能应该是完成了一个击杀。
对，就他这能精准投放炸死一个，其实蛮意外的。然后进入到包点做反清的时候，刚刚的一个制胜点来自于推了一个暗眼出来，那个暗眼。
I actually like Harbor. But I don't know how you rework him. I don't know.
盲推的效果确实很不理想。59的手枪局胜率啊。
I really think they could have done something a bit more with the slow. Like I like the idea of the slow, but it's like so inconsequential. It's so inconsequential. I mean, they should, if they made it as bad as the hinder, when like, and it lingers for a full second after you exit, I think that would make it better. Like hinder is so much stronger than the Harbor slow now. Just turn him into Aquaman.
但是大部队现在只有2个人在 C 外抢枪， 因为有耶路的存在，它其实是会提供更多的转点机会。
Yeah, I guess he is just pure smoke.
可是在这样地图，这样
But that's what I mean.
手方来说是很难赢。
Like the slow is so easy to disrespect. But if you gave it like full hinder power, I think at the very least you prevent them from disrespecting it. You can still get spammed, but it would work somewhat as a. Oh no!
这短炮，
Oh whoa!
这28的崩刺。
Dude, that transfer.
快速出现做补位，点后的
Friggin'
队员由于 JDG 的枪确实太差了
G2 out here.
但紫嫣藏在这个位置，想要抓爆能器的安装 ，Loki 的架墙非常的谨慎。
No, I think the general state of Asian side isn't bad. This is why I was quoting Lothar's tweet where I agree. Obviously, you can't write it all on Twitter, but I think we nerf Taeho first and then just kind of see how things shake up. Because I think so much of everything going on right now is a result of Taeho. Like, even if you're not playing Taeho, it's a result of Taeho being on the other team. Like, I think we nerf Taeho a bit more, and then you just kind of, and then you see how it develops. But the problem now is, again, like map rotations every stage and things like that. I don't know if we can wait and see how things develop, because oh no, it's a good hold from Stu. But can they actually go for the retake? So Kai wants more space, because otherwise you're kind of trapped. You need at least one of these. Well, that's not good. Blue King, try number 2. Next batter up. Huge parrot.
这一轮在 JDG 的长枪分是打了一波完美团灭。
0换5的一分，这分在 A 点的抢夺上面 ，JDG 也是因为有长枪分嘛，所以比较。
Yeah, I mean Vice could maybe use a tweak more as well, but I think you take out the Tail first and kind of see.
尴尬，两个人隔着这个独木是对望。
The problem Riot have at the moment is that Tail's a negative win rate in ranked, so from Riot's POV, nerfing him is wrong. Chat, stop playing Taeho. You're ruining the game for everybody. Chat, I know it's you. Stop tanking Taeho's win rate. I stopped playing Taeho. I did my part. Why are you still playing Taeho?
脉冲、重力之井都给上，这一轮的反制技能双方交的都很多，可是按照这个结局来说，就算双方都没技能了，其实进攻方还是占优的。
因为铁臂和太后的这两个比较强势的技能是可以随着时间再重新生成好的。
是。
CD 正好又能用。
Yeah, but that's what happens when you. There's gotta be a history of that in other character-based games too, right? When a character is just easy to pick up, but also OP, but because it's easy to pick up, the win rate is low. Surely there's other cases that prove that you can't look at it that way. Like that's gotta be what it is that just like it's cool and easy to pick up, so everybody wants to play it, but now you're getting wrecked. Well, also yeah, it's even stronger when you combo and. Yeah, was Chambers win rate ever low in ranked? I actually don't know.
爬虫清包点这一轮应该是要吹响 A 区的经典号角了，树屋也确定没人，点后技能再做压制，下滑锁的 Stu 没有能够稳住枪线啊。
但绕后来的很快，因为后路的断后人员已经被清理。
Tail's pick rate is lower than Cypher? Actually, no, I can see that.
3个人抱团在树屋，这确实是一个树屋包，但其实角度你要拉出来一些身位才能够看到。
看开门怎么清了，给了个星星脉冲，但是直接被峰峰一枪摘掉。
If Silva was released today in his release date, when people say Silva was broken. No, I just think he'd be par for the course. But almost simply because of Taeho. Wow.
最后血量比较低啊 ，NT 在 A 大也是等候已久，帮助 TE 夺得了这张地图的第10分。
哇，有点吓人啊这一分。 但其实你站在 T 的视角，他也很尴尬。你说两个人站重位吧，又可能说会被这种一波扫射直接压死。你稍微错开一点呢，又会出现刚刚这种情况，一个人先倒了，另一个人看不见，补不上枪的这种状态。
是，其实在这种
deadlock is actually yeah, we're not ready for the deadlock conversation. That is true.
那这一分再拿 JDG， 其实在经济和比分上会面对一定的压力。 下一轮要
I hope we see more deadlock in the coming weeks.
第二个暂停出手了，因为现在比分4分的分差嘛，而且刚刚这个长枪分也输了。
It's required to be played with comms too, but in lower ranks there is no comms. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, welcome, Seraphir.
如果包点拖延的时间稍微偏久一点，其实后点位是有很多个去抓侧身的机会的。
Yeah, Deadlock's actually so good. I've been having fun playing Deadlock again. I've also definitely trolled a couple times, getting too trigger happy with my GravNet. I've like definitely GravNetted my Neon that was trying to slide into the side.
相较于上周做的最好的一个点优化，就是对于时间的把控比之前精细了很多。没有再出现可能每次都是打到极限的10几秒。
Hey, awkward. Yeah, no, we're looking for I gotta reach out to some people. We're looking for 1 or 2 YouTube mods, so we just kind of have it on slow mode.
是的，那这一轮随着 Ego 教练的暂停，也会来到本场比赛的风向分。这一分对于 JDG 来说很大，如果他们再丢下一分是没钱的。
If you have to send all the Paper X players to different teams and make that team better, were you asking the same question yesterday in Sideshow's chat as well? I don't understand that question though. I thought it was an interesting question until I realized I didn't know what it meant. So you're saying I have to send them all, like to another team, but they have to be upgrades to that team. That's what you're saying, yeah? But like they all go to different teams.
但是要再反过头来清 A 厅的话，人比较多。然后想强烈技能，但是自己的队员是把后继想要去发。
No, Dombi didn't say he was only gonna play Waylay. He just implied that he wanted to, you know, practice Waylay even more and show what she's capable of. He didn't say they played Neon. They played Neon, which I know is so fascinatingly new. I know, but. Actually, sending them all to Zeta Division it's a good shout. If I had to send them all, but like to different teams?
在 C 区一波施压之后，也是等到了 A 区3个人的抱团前顶。黑北一开始的站位，他其实就是非常的保守，就站在就是自己重生点这一边。就哪怕 A 区或者 B 区前顶了，也能够等到 C 突破的队友回来过来帮自己。
是因为对于 JDG 他们这套阵容的优势，可能会在于霓虹的这个机动性能够去拿到前点，或者说对方进入到包点的信息之后，去快速的做绕后的回防和转移。然后另一点可能
No, we can't just take the easy answers, chat.
他们必须要考虑把 C 大给争夺下来，不然就会出现很多。
Honestly, before the Rossi move, I think a cool, fun answer would have been Jing to Lev.
就是自己更多的一些，我觉得稍微把耐心多给一些吧。而且这波 A 点摸出来，首先队友
I don't know. The thing with them is that like Forsaken and Divide are so flexible, but therefore, like the easy answer is sending them to just like a weak team. But I don't know if. Oh. Just ignore the haunt. All good. But I'm having trouble like out of the quote unquote somewhat stronger teams, right? Like playoff teams, let's say, of VCT each region. Can I think of a team where I think Forsaken and Divide like definitely improves things? I'm like not convinced in my head. Can Dombi carry on any other duelist other than Neon? He can. But the thing is they don't play him as a carry duelist. In which case, Neon actually is one of the better ones to play because you're meant to just create space. I'm not saying other agents can't do that, and I personally want them to see. I want to see them play other agents. Oh, huge, but oh, he still gets one. It's not terrible. They drew out the Rolling Thunder too. Okay, they know Lil King's pushed up, but this makes it pretty easy for Xian coming in from the side or behind rather. This is actually not such a bad scenario for JDG.
在坡道后面还蛮神秘的。
看
看出
高低差，
响枪了，但这边队友也
Huge.
同时跟进啊，没有人能够
The
回头
door
看
opens, draws out. Oh, so much attention. Start the stick. Now, yeah, you hold the smoke.
看到了一半，
有
精准投放有点来不及了
You。should be able to do it.
虽然说精准投放是
That
能够完成击杀，
you
但
got
是爆能器的拆
that was
除意味着
actually a
JDG 是
pretty
顶
big
过了最
brain
关键的
salvo.
一分。
这分还是黑贝的先行阵亡啊，然后导致正面的人数差距。其次，进到点位之后站位太过于狭窄了，太多人都被挤在了树屋附近。
这个穿越有点没道理的，实话说。
Has Forsaken played every single Asian officials?
正好黑贝是站在
I think he's played every single one, has he?
位置你可能偶尔会有一些意外的收获，就像刚刚看到的一样。
不过上一轮能够感觉到，就 JDG 对于点内的提前落位，包括跑位啊和技能压制，其实反清做的也很好嘛。这一轮还是凭借优爪去控制 A 大，但是不请自来是能够 counter 这个优爪。
JDG's got their confidence back.
看到你抢 A 了，也知道你可能必须或者
You've shut down Rubble. You've got Vice Wall set up on C. You've got Double watching B.
这一轮是选择往 B 区去发难。
I wish more teams would stop getting scared of the drone. Just break it. Hold the position. Nightfall. Oh, what is that? Spray down from Xian. I thought Stu got all of those, but
根本无法经典补枪。
而且因为 C 土坡没有放人去单控啊，现在也不敢去开门转，可能要硬打到底了。
1分钟时间。哎呦，这波混烟。
Brimstone's too simple for Forsaken. Forsaken to Fnatic? I mean, in place of like who though? Not saying they're bad, but like what role is he doing on Fnatic? Oh, he wants to try to get. Oh, Bianchi is a genius. Oh, he is a genius still.
哇，这个裁断放的稍微靠里了一些。
但是这一轮小编的孤军深入，
但注意一下 B 点。 AB 连接处以及2楼的人都还没有动啊，因为人数优势太过于。
For Crashies, you're putting him on main and info initiator? No shot. Crash. I'm still on board for the Crashies redemption arc. That dude's too good to not have a redemption arc.
穿的还挺准。
3打5，暗兽开路，高速通道划分战场，想要先清一边，但是小编顶出了这个击杀，又扫一个3杀。
Yikes. Oh, counter yikes.
1v 1，但小编的位置
Spending no time, come through the site. Spending no time and wrap around. This isn't the mind game you think it is, man.
这波卡尼，因为虽然说第一时间确定小编就在这个箱后附近了，但具体在左边还是右边，他没有。
BNK was on the same team at the time, but it was K-Knight. Forsaken to energy over Ethan. I mean, stylistically, it would be a better fit for the current how most teams play, but I'm not convinced that he would fit FNS's style of calling, though. Oh! Alex got some competition.
这不光是局面的打击，心理上的打击也非常的大。
对，因为这一分10打10拿下，对于 JDG 在前点位，相当于是他们开局创造的2个人数优势，在最后都没有能够落得。
Dude, that looked like it hurt his hand.
意味着可能在本张地图，他们面对5分要
JDG says for Chobra. I mean, yeah, the frustration is understandable. I honestly, I used to think I wanted to try coaching, you know, like a challengers team or something. But after watching as a now partnered co-streamer for Nongshim, I don't think I could do. I don't think I could keep. I mean, actually though, maybe if I was a coach, it would be different because I would just be watching with a complete objectivity just to win. Maybe it wouldn't be as bad actually, because my job would be different.
5分的一个盘点，看一下暂停之后 ，T 的教练这个暂停可能就是一股作气，想要直接拿下图1。
Something to Navi as duelist, he would fry under range. I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that. Okay, but I just thought of this. I don't know why we weren't questioning this. Why are we doing this with Paper X? Why Paper X though? It just dawned on me. Why? What's going on here? What's the agenda?
一旦吃到山崩地陷，加上末日审判，肯定是
You could try coaching a premier team for a season. Yeah, I mean, I've like considered whether it's premier or
有没有一首神鬼般的配合
because one of the biggest things I don't think I would commit to, like even if things worked out, or you know, even if I enjoyed it, or like you know I could continue growing under it, is just the time commitment of like a team house and the grind and whatnot. So I've considered like online options, whether it's Premier or obviously a lot of Game Changers teams are all online. I mean, some Challengers teams are all online for Pacific as well, but again, it's like if I did it, I would want to spend as much time as possible because I would want to win. And I don't know if I would be willing to actually commit that much time. You think Korean players are easy to coach because they're very talented? Yeah, I mean, yeah, if they have the right mindset. The TMV Planchette football team. $2 Canadian an hour to coach my Premier team could offer. Do I get a cup of Tim Hortons with it too, though? Every scrim? Rough. Don't let the scoreline fool you, chat. This was a one-sided game.
比较轻松的分数拿到了自己的比分啊，而且有看到可能在上周可能状态不是特别良好之后，这周也是做了非常多的一些调整和复盘。今天可能在拿到夜路加上铁臂太火这套阵容时候，明显比上周多了很多的配合。
Yeah, I mean this isn't the convincing showing you would want if you're a Trace fan, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I do, you know, because I said it in my Pick'ems video where I was like, well, something is so good that I think he'd be above average in any role you put him in, which is true. But also then, yeah, you have the question of, but when you have a player like that, do you want him to just be above average or do you want him to just outright be carrying games? But you also have to wonder, I don't know if something... Like at this point, I don't even know if it's something or if it's just because of what PaperX wants out of him / the duelist role. But I'm having a hard time imagining him kind of adapting the way he plays to each agent, like every meta. Like he's cracked mechanically, there's no doubt. And when it comes to Jet, his decision making is insane. But I wonder if that's part of it.
T 的状态是回来的更快的，而且今天确实他们的配合也非常不错。让我们来听一下 T 他们获胜的一个赛后语音。
Wait, who had a StarCraft team? What's up, Yesel? It seems like he is mostly initiator now. Something on ISO? Would he fry on ISO though? I guess he fries on Reyna. Oh, the Air Force. All around kill record in competitive Valorant. Oh, that crazy one in Challengers Japan. True. Yeah, but I think Reyna and ISO do play a little differently. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about, like, wait, why not Forsaken Initiator? But I assume it has to do with... I assume they are trying to play a way where it is more space control rather than fragging. I don't know. I don't know.
现在的一个沟通是非常的细节的，而这一场黑北不光是在沟通上有很好的一个交流，而在数据上也是一个非常高的体现，236的一个平均。
No, I do think they're forcing themselves to adapt, which is why I'm willing to give them some time, because I'm interested. I'm interested in what comes out of it, because they are so talented.
针队最终达到的一个成绩，确实是相当的夸张啊。
今天在防守 C 区的时候，其实有非常多的一些发挥啊。
最终的数据
Owner and owner
3，其实我感觉到今天的 Mr. Kani 作为团队的指挥，他的
Man, you guys see the drama continuing to unfold
的平均战斗评分其实也做得非常的不错了。但只不过可能在上半场拿的分
with T1 and
而且
Zeus.
在下半场的一个节奏。
It's a mess, man.
会相对比较难受吧，因为他们其实有做过很多分的绕后前压，都被 T1 给抓个正着。
看一下进阶数据的呈现啊，率先击败数。
It's I mean, I don't think anything is gonna come of it. I don't think there's gonna be any like actual conclusion to it, but it does sound like the Zeus's agency coming out. It sounds like they weren't lying. They weren't making it up, given the response from T1. So that is not a good look. Yeah, it's League of Legends for those who don't know.
分数的分差一度拉开差距的情况之下，其实也给到了 JDG 非常非常多的难题。他们在这样的
Time for Caps to dominate the world, just as the prophecy told.
没错，那图一 T 拿到自己的自选图，我们也稍事休息一下，期待一下两队图二的一个。
For those who don't know, basically there was a lot of drama because Zeus, one of the players on the T1 League team, like left, and the narrative at the time was like that he just kind of said F it and kind of gave the middle finger to T1, the proverbial middle finger to T1 more or less. And T1 came out and was like saying stuff like that he wasn't negotiating fairly and his agents weren't giving T1 a fair chance, and they were yada yada yada. And then just recently the agency came out and they were like, hey, we've been trying to actually chase the legal procedure for this, but we're not getting responses, so we just wanted to do an interview. And they basically said pretty much everything opposite, that T1 was like lowballing Zeus and whatnot, and that they, you know, did everything in due diligence. And then T1's response was like, yeah, our CEO was just stating his opinion based on past incidents. He wasn't necessarily trying to accuse them. And it's like, what? You straight up accused them. What is going on? It is not a good look. I do think there is this issue, and it's not just T1. Like this is actually way more common if you think about it, especially if you follow a lot of different esports. There is this issue with in today's day and age, social media presence and branding and like being hip with the kids is very important, and obviously it helps if you're like C-suite people are doing that, right? Or your general manager or whatever it is, and it helps. You know, same thing with Rob Moore. Like for the most part, it is good. But it's like, as much as you can say it's disingenuous, I really do think at that point you should just have a dedicated person that's curating those, because it's hard to keep track, and also it's just hard to like put everything in context. You know what I mean? Like whether you intended to or not, it's when it does come to light, it's not a good look, even if it's an accident. So answer my question. newvid is an actual decent source for news articles. In my head, it's a forum. So articles. Well, they have like a. I mean, it's like this is gonna make it sound bad, but I don't mean it that way. It's like VLR, where there's, you know, like the forum platform, but then there's also articles. But I think the like official interviews and articles are legit on newvid. That doesn't mean like they're like the best. They're not like super crazy investigative journalists, but they're just part of the journalist circle in Korea for gaming. I want Nongshim to go to Toronto. I want Nongshim to go to Toronto. Chat, do you think if Nongshim makes it to Toronto that they'll send me to Toronto? Yeah? No? Wow. Well, thanks. Thanks for crushing my dreams. Well, the implication from Zeus's agency is that he or like they actually wanted him. They just figured he would stay, and that would make their life easier as well. But it sounds like he would have wanted to. He just didn't get the offer he wanted. But that part, obviously, we don't know the actual details. Is your master plan to sign with Nongshim to be flown out to Toronto? Chat, you think I would be petty just to try to get a flight to Toronto for like a week? That I would sign with a team? Dream big, chat. I'm looking for a flight to Paris, not Toronto. Come on, chat. I'm out here looking to eat a bowl of Shin Ramyun in front of the Eiffel Tower, chat. I do like Toronto, though. I used to live not far from Toronto. I grew up not far from Toronto. Does Korea have any pizza that's like theirs, like Sandwich Doner kebab with fries, or even worse, banana pizza? Well, pretty much every pizza place that's like Korean has corn on their pizza, so I guess so. And then every American food that comes to Korea gets a bulgogi version of it, which is like the marinated beef Korean barbecue. So there's bulgogi burgers, there's bulgogi pizza, there's bulgogi spaghetti. Well, I guess spaghetti is not American, but wife wanted world travel, so I joined it. Such a team. Honestly, not wrong. Bulgogi toothpaste. Now we're cooking. Oh yeah, I ate that pizza with just straight up like sausage links on it too. Yeah, sweet potato pizza is also quite a Korean thing, but I think that's nowadays it's probably just overall an Asian thing, but I think it kind of originated in Korea. Just for the record, I'm not a big fan of the bulgogi flavored stuff, but I mean, some places it's okay. Generally, I think it's a little too sweet. But this Paper X team legacy is goated, but this team might not win a trophy, but I want them to. There's a lot packed into that statement, Paradox. Bulgogi boba. Dude, I haven't had boba in a long time. I was just thinking about this morning because I saw, I don't know, I think it was an Instagram post from one of my friends in LA, and they were drinking boba, and I was like, damn, I haven't had boba in a long time. I kind of want some boba. Yo, Schultenbrau und Beans, thank you for the prime resub. Welcome back. Nongshim might not send you to Toronto, so take these $2 to do it. All right, chat. We're almost there. We're almost there. Is JDG based though? The last time we saw this, it didn't look that good. Stu did not look like, this is one of those things where Stu is so talented, but he's so talented on these movement-based duelists that once he got on this aim duelist, he wasn't getting the value. To be fair, Baby Blue wasn't exactly setting him up all the time, but Paper X wins a master trophy, 50 gifted from my side. Oh. Alright, I'll let Alex know. You gotta do it for me, man. Why aren't teams playing Deadlock more? I think people are just too focused on Taeho. And I don't know. Like, it's so weird to me because I think everyone who's not on a team who like thinks about the game, like I think we all agree that Deadlock merits so much more. But there is always, obviously in a vacuum, Deadlock probably does merit a lot more. But there's always that question of, okay, well, what are you replacing, right? What are you missing and what are you sacrificing? Because let's say if you want to play both Taeho and Deadlock, you're definitely like giga all in. Like you're not getting another True Sentinel because you would need at least one controller. So 3 spots would be filled, right?
安保节奏来得太快了吧？
这波4A 的毒点看起来
I mean, I guess you could kind of play no dive duelist at that point,
戴
but
顿的一绝配合一个山崩地陷，再给个稳态玻璃，这套技能的压制直接是让中路队友且战且退，但是穿头之后反而是小开。
but like Deadlock Teo, I actually don't think is probably. Oh, nice shot. NT.
虽然有效完成解围，但是爆能器安置之后，这个回防时间有点尴尬。车库外的关键下蹲再躲头线，那峰峰在中路虽然点到一个，但是他只有77滴血，下一个精准投放要好了。
Nice. Good spam.
听到低包之后，想要先去处理拆包的人，但脚下的 Mr. Kani 是
Yeah, I think she's just getting overlooked, but I think that's because people are focused on the Tejo a bit
这边有
more.
看到，虽然说开局的4A 堵点没有堵到位置，不过也可以借助 A 点的前顶去完成 B 区的一个回防和清角。
就是你确实没有想到 A 区有这么多的人直接前压，冲出来。
Maybe they just don't want to figure out how to work net plays into their strat book. I mean, honestly, oh, that's probably also true.
对，峰峰还是
Like Breach Teo is just easier,
队友
right?
爆过血量，两个人的血量都非常的惨，可能都是1枪或者2枪倒的状态嘛。
对，
还是想要通过对枪来取得胜利。
JDG 在拿第1分之后，首枪分的胜率也是来到了51%。可是 TE 竟然起枪了，要知道现在蟒侠存在，其实这个起枪的风险挺高的。
这样是4把风4加上1把飞将啊，这肯定是要打一波的。
来了
Shouldn't Gecko still be viable?
稳态玻璃给上去，但这一轮进入到爆点还是
I think Gecko lost 2 maps where he was like really good.
配备一把风4手
Like the value was almost guaranteed. I think Gecko is still usable.
小套餐啊，贴在烟后的，贴在箱后的一个暗眼。
暗眼推的还不错，但是戴顿的一绝并没有能够致死。
Dude, the Force. They know about the Force.
站位车库率先的发难，这可以是顶住了压力。
Oh no. They're getting run over by the
非常
Force.
的尴尬。洛克和小
They are getting run over. What are we?
剩下最后的 Baby Blue， 一把蟒侠是有点无计可施了。
而且现在点内的
Yikes.
冰雷响枪也更新到了翰林这样。
Yeah, I think map pull is a big thing. I think Deadlock's fine in the current map pull though.
长期非常的有效，而且开局的一波 C 抓点提的太快了，让 JDG 完全不敢接。
这其实让我很意外，因为这张地图虽然说是3点图吧，但是首枪分以及这一分，就 T
The Benji
真
Deadlock.
的宛如喝水一般啊。
主要
I think we're gonna see the Governor Deadlock, chat.
上张图的阵容来说，都会有一些比较明显的短板吧。缺少控制技能。
Ban yourself, Star Wars reference. Ban yourself.
做出强袭的一个考虑点吧。
而且我其实在想，就是为什么这张地图
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they heard the stinger, then they kind of freaked out, and then they were like,
做一些研究吧。
dude, he's so done.
非常的垂头丧气吧，因为这一分一丢，其实整个上半场节奏又掉回到对方的手上了。
有点无奈。T 的
You gotta feel for him, man.
在可能大部分人的
He's so done.
这种
Oh yeah, Governor IGLing is crazy. There's no way that's true. I didn't actually see the clip. I was skimming through Spike Talk, so I didn't catch everything. Did Frost say like 100%, or did he just say he thinks?
现在反而是自己没有钱了，只有这把蟒侠。
Do you have any thoughts on Zav leaving 2G? I think it's crazy, but obviously, like so little of the details are known that it's hard to speculate. But one way or another, I mean, first of all, it sucks result-wise for 2G, but it does make you wonder, like, what happened for that to take place. Ooh, nice flash. Yeah, it was they Frost supposedly mentioned did on Spike Talk. You have Zap on your fantasy team? Oh.
蟒侠主动漏枪，而且你现在换弹时间很长，大概率会被抓啊！直接出烟来了，小开也非常的聪明。
Frost confirmed it. How do you think Apex feels about that? Frost is just out here confirming that Ghost's gonna be out chilling.
的细节还是非常足的，首先是过点车库这个比较刁钻的小缝搜到了，其次点后的打闪啊，抓对面重位也抓得很准。
而且小开他
I did make a transfer.
他的中技能来得非常的快，就他的都是能够去带动很多。
I sent out Jemkin and I brought in Floor.
其实更多是控到了 A 点吃球嘛，那这样图就是纯靠击杀了。
是手感确实火热。
第4分就有的终结技能，对于对手来说，这是一个很大的威胁。配合上铁壁。
It is interesting. Yeah, I'll have to watch the clip, but it sounds like in this one he straight up said that Governor is gonna IGL. So I don't know. It's not so much that I don't I mean, I guess I don't really know, but it's not that I have like no faith in Governor IGLing or whatever. It's just that is that really the best use of that roster though, right? Like, isn't it almost better just to have mostly like IGL and Governor can still be a core part of the side calling, but like have Governor focus on the fragging and the util? I don't know. I'd be wrong.
这应该是两个侧身。
Looking 两个背身，而且还有。
Well, I mean, everyone's. I know everyone's big focus right now is what's mostly doing there if he's not IGLing, but it's like, I mean, you probably didn't have all the candidates to really revamp your entire team. You know what I mean?
哎，又点到了一枪头，两个残血，这肯定是不想放你走的。
Do we have you to thank for the earlier Ascension team bundles? Yeah. It's all me. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Nongshim team bundle. No, I think Mosi still has good util usage. And I do think in some ways, it might actually make things better where Mosi can just purely focus on setting up floor. Like straight up old loud Cow and Zine style. Like you're just following floor and just setting her up nonstop. And then Governor calls the overall macro. That way Mosey doesn't have to worry about it. I do think that's not a bad... I do think that's not a bad look. Because he was already doing a lot of good setup for floor while he was IGLing. So I could see that, actually. No, I haven't seen the Nongshim bundle. SPG bundle would have gone hard. It would have been cool, just because it would have been like unique in terms of color palette. Will you get a code for the Nongshim bundle? I actually have no idea. I mean, I would just buy it either way, I think. Mostly looking like Toto with the scale flash. What if Floor IG? Floor just calls all the util that she wants. How was the first map? I just forget it happened. It wasn't great. There was a lot of running and gunning. Like legit. Just like a lot of running and gunning whiffs and spray and praise. Dude, JDG, we won the pistol, man. I will say Trace is looking a bit more gathered today, though. But again, how much of that is just because JDG's running it down? I don't know. No, you mean the 13-0 one? I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. Do they play again today? Like, what's the schedule? I didn't realize that there was like... I didn't realize they were in promotion relegation. I'm starting to think JDG might not make it to Toronto. What gave you that idea? Stage 1 isn't over yet. No, Void, no, I can't. I gotta head out right after these matches. This match ends to go get ready to go to the studio for the Korean Path of Exile 2 show. SRG plays tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, the whole like East Russia, Kazakh, all of that. The geography is a little rough. Hopefully in the future they kind of figure out a different rule set to allow a little bit of flexibility. But obviously you don't want to give certain regions like exceptions, but still. Starting to think that Zeta won't make it to Toronto? Well, that you really don't know. You don't. I mean, they took a map off. You don't know that. Where are they playing this week? Oh, it's secret. Oh, it's Zeta secret. Oh.
C 点根本就不怕你。
One of Boom and G will go 2-0, and Paper Exchange G will be 0-2. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, schedule-wise, that's how it works out, huh? One of them is guaranteed 2-0, one of them is guaranteed 0-2.
限制包点的技能放置和
Damn, dude. I think I have big hopes for Paper X this weekend, chat.
以及让小开去控球。
耶路是顶在了 A 场的前点，所以这也是耶路在这张地图防守方的一个优势存在。他有2个步行自来，他能够通过前点位的一些这种空间上的信息去。
Low key Zeta wins this. You know, the more I keep thinking about the teams and watching VODs and stuff,
他被抑制了。
I am a little concerned about my what the okay. I thought he wasn't gonna get cleared.
耶路在面对
I am getting a little afraid of my blind faith that Team Secret will not be good but not be terrible.
是，那惊雷卷地清空包点，包点没放人，但是过点位的
I don't know. We'll see.
守家的位置没封烟啊。
应该是前面拉扯完。
You removed Charon from your fantasy. Oh,
抓人，还有狂猎之
that hurt, dude. That was such a risky wait. That was such a risky angle.
带盾的思路还是有一定的优势的。对枪对过之后
I feel like he could have gone further down here and aimed. I think he wanted to aim hell, but you could have gone that. That almost didn't get anybody.
有没有机会成为绝杀？没搜点，哇，把带盾了。
Yikes.
贴出短炮。
Good
啊剩下
smoke.
JK 也不太敢去完成出烟，二楼上的队友也没有能够打过。抛出神经许是。
I mean, they are playing much more grouped up. Here even more so than Lotus.
完全出不了，实际上也没技能，还是宝枪吧。
好绝望啊。
这个产地已经没有太多希望了。
What's my go-to coffee order?
尽管面对对面终极技能比较多的情况下面
My go-to these days? These days I actually kind of hop around. I think these days probably, if I'm not thinking, I just order an iced vanilla latte. Back in the day, it used to be an iced caramel macchiato. And then for basically 2023 through 2024, it was peach iced tea with 2 espresso shots.
对，带入一下 JDG 队员的视角，你会觉得这种残局丢的真的蛮绝望的，因为其实他们不管是在技能的压制
It's goated, chat.
低包啊，以及 steal 这个
The iced tea with shots, the iced tea with espresso shots, don't knock it till you try
我
it.
觉得你硬要说的话，
It's
可能
good.
第一波 Baby Blue 在前点位的阵亡
也有影响。
对影响会更大一些，不然可能 H 技能没有那么快，或者说是回防能多一条枪线。
这个1比5的分数。
It's peach iced tea. It's not even real tea, chat. We're not disrespecting anything out here.
只要一决，他现在开盾有时候也会暴露自己的行踪，所以他
No, it was like this thing that someone, I think, just tried
创造多杀还是比较难。
at one of the coffee stores in Korea, and then it went viral.
枪的机会啊，而且这把枪应该
And
是
then
铁
suddenly
的
now every coffee shop in Korea has it on their menu.
亚琛开路 ，B 点给阵，这一轮是想要给 B 区上压力去拉扯站位的。但是直接
The amount of Koreans who ordered iced Americano, dude, Koreans love their iced Americanos.
快下 B 的，但因为 Loki 倒了，现在没烟，有点。
It's like, although my forever favorite drink at Starbucks will always be the strawberry refresher, right? So strawberry refresher, they're called the refreshers, right? The one with the floating strawberry pieces? Strawberry refresher plus, depending on how much caffeine you want, like X amount of matcha powder, plus, depending on the size and the, like if it's a venti with like, you know, 3 scoops of matcha versus whatever, 1 to 2 pumps of peppermint. For anyone who can do custom orders at Starbucks, this is for you. Strawberry refresher with matcha powder and a couple pumps of peppermint syrup. It's the way to go.
走 B 还是走对面的家里，都有无数条拐角的路口需要去看。
而且他现在其实已经在考虑
Classic chai tea. Who was it? New fronts with the chai tea. The barista might throw the pen on my face. I don't know if they still allow you, like in the States, I don't know if you can still do fully custom orders. In Korea, you kind of can't. Everything's so limited in Korea when I go to Starbucks. They have strawberry syrup. I don't know if that would go well.
明显 JDG 是不太适应的。虽然说这一分的双人 A 前顶有抓到一些击杀，但你其实已经
What about my English British breakfast brekkie chai tea? How's that?
也不大。
其实，在防守的情况下，可以考虑去调整一下哨位的站位的。哦，这看起来是有个暂停啊。
Ego 教练也刚刚从他的这个神态看，有点
No, they are called chai tea lattes. They're just wrong.
上张图我觉得莲花古城的第一个暂停就有看到他的调整或者他的策略其实是有效的，也有帮助队伍去拿分。但
What's tea called in Korean? Ta.
面临一些阵容上的短板
It still uses the
我感觉这两个暂停喊出
the
来
Korean
真的都蛮无奈的
enunciation
因为对比上一分
from the old
上一分
Chinese character.
相当于是一个零在中路发力，又给 TE 提供了更多的得分手段和机会。而在当前首方看来，其实 JDG
In India, if you're caught saying chai tea. Now I am kind of curious. Now I just want to go to a cafe in India.
争夺下来。但是 B 区和 C 点，B 点和 C 点这两个点，
Can I get a chai tea latte?
压制啊，以及反清啊，它对比对方的近点的技能压。
Yeah, that's what it is, right? Like chai is also the same origin, right? As cha. That's what I always figured. TS has some good ideas, but overall skills are lacking. Need some change in the roster. Do they have some good ideas though? I almost feel like it's kind of the opposite.
看看这最后一个暂停之后，Ego 教练给到团队的帮助吧，因为这个暂停喊的。
I don't know if Secret really has good ideas.
需要有人能够站出来啊，在正面磕枪上面，或者是给到一点点这种对枪的感觉。
In Polish, it's Herbata. We out here. Checkmate atheists. What? What? Oh, he got fault lined. That was such a deep fault line. That was crazy. Dude, fault line, I honestly think we don't have that many great breaches. The art of breach has kind of been lost. Which is why Simon is the best. But like long range fault lines are so clutch.
关键的两人绕后其实是有半线的。哇，手夹的位置，有这个搜点不仔细啊。虽然 Mr. Kani 补掉了，但是面对最后的1v3，这个时间成本在时刻催促着他的脚步。
Secret would have been so good if they just kept Dummy as a head coach and Morbus as an assistant coach. I do wonder what happened with the coaching switch-ups at Secret.
确实可能在A 大控制下来的一瞬间，这波提速来得太快了。因为
Wait, is this real? It was called T originally, like back in the day, it was called T if it was brought by. Wait, I feel like I'm getting baited here.
确实有点没有办法吧？有看到其实这整个进攻边的节奏打得都很顺，几乎所有的发展啊。
Jonah P has some good moments, but like the thing is on G2 it doesn't shine as much because it is mostly like team play and combo play. Wait. Oh, he was not fault lined. Seems like there's that slight delay of the warning popping up if you're in range of the salvos, and that gets a lot of people killed. Is Trace looking good, or is JDG just bad? I'm gonna say it's like 1 to 9. Trace is looking 1 point better than they were before. But the rest is JDG.
但没有打到头 ，Baby Blue 完成了反杀，这好像是一个得分的机会，因为对手又没有进攻烟了。
没烟，但是过点小开是直接徒手撕掉了 Mr. Kani。
确实有点不讲理啊。
神鬼无解给了这一分包点的
There's no gate crash. Dude's just out of here. He didn't clear the full flank either, so they know that he's somewhere nearby because Feng Feng did not run into him, and now they hear him.
对，但他其实提供了一条独立的枪线，在 A 点。
Well, that's a wow. That worked.
成功抓住了一波机会。体内再换人，2楼下。
This is messy. Salvo's ready. Armageddon ready as well. They're just gonna play post plant. Kai, he's just gonna play. Oh shoot! Wait. What? Dude, Kai's just trying to buy time. Is he gonna have time? Oh, he has more than enough time.
进入到决斗通牒当中的两个强臂的优势，也是成功拿下。
哇，这一分死度非常的冷静啊，在这个残局1v1当中选择了相信自己，直接决斗通牒，尽管是一个没盾的状态，也是冷静的完成了击杀。
是这一分对于 JDG 来说太重要了，
真的有人得站出来，而死度也是回应了队友的一个呼喊啊。 我看一下这一分，baby blue 这个前地也很关键，导致 T 进攻过来之后没有烟，二楼是敞开架的一个战
This
位。
one's your
对
first
利
language?
用这个二楼的位置拿到
Like
一个突破
actually my first
充当好
language?
自己的终极技能，直接决斗
It's
通
a good
牒，
question, actually. I don't think I ever
自信拿下。
found out. I'm sure my parents still remember.
也是因为就是烟位的率先倒地，加上对方神鬼不绝的落位嘛，导致你包点真的不太好站。
现在中路要给点帮助了，不能让 Locking 再一个人面对对面的前底，直接神鬼不绝过来找人。
哎，但是
The gate crash is in
躲得
A
很好
cubby.
JDG 特别这个 A-Team 也做到了控制。
把 A 点摸通了，一个
Baby Blue. Okay, he just bails out of there. Doesn't want to deal with it.
直接是选择传
Meanwhile, Kai's just chilling. Gate crash is gonna end soon. Oh no.
有人想到吗？
I mean, don't you just get out of here at this point? Oh, he was waiting until the last second. Dude, that is some gross space that he took.
给队友争取到了禁闭的空间。
Kai gets to
放下来了
Dude,
对方又是一个
Kai gets
单
to
打
go
的人
all the way around here,
现在紫嫣虽然说有终极
gets
技
a
能
free
但
kill,
没
and
有
then still
投给
gate
到
crashes out. That's so much space taken.
对面全员推到了后面，就算你拿到击杀，可能这个帽子也没有太好的时机去抛。
这就是打脱包了。这套战术配合精准投放，加上闪光，加上一些暗眼的布置，这暴龙机真的太难拆了。
紫嫣带着大招阵亡了，卡尼打一个，但现在还有
Floor doesn't count as an import because Game Changers players don't count as imports to help, promote
又一次三杀，
scouting Game Changers players,
对于 JDG 来说
which I do think is
非
good.
常不利了，两个暂停齐出手，也没有说挽回太多分数。
对，而且
No, this was a good play. No, this round was good. Honestly, I'm by the end I might be giving Trace a bit more credit. I might be giving them like I'm not saying they're back, but they are looking a bit more organized, a bit more reasonable, a bit more patient.
如果有一把4007的敏狙出来，会好受很多。
那现在
钱不够，
没拿分啊，
就完
而且
全没钱。
上分赢了之后，还把自己的连败给断了，这攒局就更难了。
哇，天哪！这上半场只剩下最后的2个回合，这张图确实偏进攻一点，但是你拿不到防守端的3、4分，可能有点没法玩啊。
对，现在这个局势，你起码要拿个3分吧，不然换边了之后，手枪分一输，直接玩不了了。
是。
Chat, what about Vice Deadlocked?
没有让 JDG 抓到机会，打枪了，踢走，这一分好危险哦。
开了2枪，还是稍微有点小贪的。一般来说，其实正义是只有1枪的机会。
Vice Deadlock.
但其实拿到了对方在 A 外的落位信息，一个爬虫加上一个 TP，
And then, depending on the map, Omen or Astra.
我可能要考虑
哦，
架烟
好枪，
或者出烟啊。
紫嫣摘掉了洛 King， 这一轮 T 又是没烟进点了。
But at that point, do you not use Teo?
中路贴得很近啊，还是要等一下黑贝能不能听到一些脚步声。
有勾打的机会，抢枪了。现在右侧很有可能不搜哦。
哎，林有2颗烟，怎么说这个 B 要不要进？
Oh, nice patience. Oh, good second shot. Spike stranded as well. Never mind. It was right outside of the smoke.
是紫嫣的一颗头。
The sheriffs are hitting though.
这再真假的黑贝好像有点没办法。30秒钟时间，他面对对方的1v4。
好消息是包在自己手上，我得现在站位暴露了，打掉监控之后位置是个名牌。低包，他不知道其他人的站位，不敢低到底，骗人出来想。
NTNT, what's wrong with JDG?
对，必须的勾打做的。
I mean,
这分的存钱分还是在开局，我觉得正义抓掉对面的幽影，
where do we start?
导致进攻没烟了。这波禁闭其实很干燥，想要借助林的赛博丑龙直接进来，但也有点不现实。
对，而且这个假身开路。
No, it's not. I mean, for one, they lose a lot of actual firepower duels. So like that makes things a lot harder to assess because it's like you're losing the core fundamental of this game, which is to shoot guns.
对，这一轮甚至还有。
But aside from that,
但现在小开起了把进攻狙出来，地上应该还有的配枪。
I feel like they're never actually thinking a step ahead.
架了一个旋转跳的身位。
From like a team aspect, I think they're never thinking a step ahead, and then from an individual aspect, it also still feels like their comms are just kind of delayed.
跟上一分的eco局同样 ，B 点和 C 点会有各自2-2的分彩。
这也是拿到 A 厅控制权的一个战略意义。
对，
可以把你的队友。
Yeah, there's so much util in the game, etc., etc. You still have to shoot your gun, though. You do still have to press left click.
大的争夺还是没有吃到压力，峰峰应该是要考虑去交爬虫的。
现在两边其实都还有一些比较关键的终极技能，
来了
像进攻的精准
能打掉吗？
防守的一个狂烈之怒。这波又是 A 点依靠爬虫把人逼了回去。
第二时间的前推 ，Stu 摘掉一个，但是洛平的这波补位直接帮助团队抛出了神经体系。
关键啊，Stu 这个击杀打掉了带大招的小编，那现在近点没有了一个终极技能的倚仗。
狂烈之怒直接来，
照到2个人之后也出手，角度有点低呀。第一时间没有找到人，还
Wait,
射了队友一箭。
是，但是
好在 C 区小开过来的身位是被半线给发现了。
28
How was
这一轮进 C 的话
Oh, because he was trying to hit the.
他没换枪啊，他现在是不可能传进去的。
How didn't he get hit at all?
时间会比较紧迫。敏狙响枪给你上压力，但是右侧有藏人，烟散的很不是时候哦。紫烟连续摘掉2人之后，但只有12
I think he just assumed that it was a clone and he wanted to hit the person behind it, but I'm not quite sure.
怎么操作背闪都背不过来啊！
哇，这分出现了一点问题啊！打到残局之后，小开没有换枪，拎着大狙也没有办法近点去拉枪线，然后被拖到烟散之后，各路的枪线实在是处理不了了。
其实就还是那个问题，就我们一直聊到，就是最早大家看到 Fnatic 的这样阵容，
Force
为什么选个夜路出来？就是夜路
Not bad, actually.
只会导致其他的队友更快的落点，更快的。
They didn't get 4 exactly convincingly, but it's not bad.
成功的拿分也意味着，虽然说上半场 JDG 叫了2个暂停，但其实他们还是拿下了一个勉强能够接受的分数。
Yo, Godshot with the YouTube membership. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Make sure if you guys are on Discord, by the way, if you have a sub or a membership, whether gifted or not, make sure you link your platform with Discord so you can use the supporter only channels. And if you're on YouTube or Patreon and you're a member, then I definitely check out the members video as well.
下半场来到进攻边，
想邀请谁做你的上分伙伴啊？还是峰峰
All right.
2个选手其实都是
0 for 2. We were 3-5 earlier.
可能不一样的是，Stu是专精。
Oh.
峰峰的话可能还会
We got one more correct right away.
都有涉及到一些。
Oh, they're learning.
更偏向于雷兹啊、奇勒啊，包括现在玩有时候会玩
We're
夜路啊、泰
2-2.
他其实还是凭借自己的一些这种英
Oh
勇的
dang.
团队嘛。
对，非常全面的。
6-7.
但对于 Stu 来讲
No, my guy.
击杀的纯享
You ruined it.
能力的爆发。
All right, we still got 2 chances.
他其实在这个起点赛和第一赛
Okay.
的这个率先击败率啊、率先击败数的
The last
这个数据都是排在了
GG. Last one. She's on her phone. Why are we showing? There we go. Ah, GG. The mirror wins again. Oh, it wins so bad. 7-10.
好，那么说回到这场比赛，上半场的一个4-8定格，看他换边之后，这个局势 JDG 能不能找回
I don't even know who won. Who won? What was even the question? What was even the question? I'm enjoying my own game of can they work with the mirrored camera?
的小组内的挑战，他们已经输过2场比赛了。这场比赛将会决定能否去。
No one can make the hard read on the mirror matchup. Who do you want to duo rank? Oh, dude, it's 2 100%.
这个精准投放搭配小编的山崩地线。不过这一波的静音控制，反而是 JDG 往 B 点。
Oh, that's true. We don't actually know. Maybe it wasn't mirrored.
安包应该是没压力的。
但这个
Maybe production's throwing some fakes in there.
回防的时间，但是这个烟一散，推了个暗眼。Baby Blue 在 BC。
Okay, that's unfortunate.
抓掉了小编。
I mean, that was just a really big paranoia, though.
看正面能够掀起多大的风浪了，因为其实中路有个关键的反绕，就再摘一人，洛克一倒。
JDG coming alive?
面的拼枪 Baby Blue
JDG peeking off of their own Uto? JDG hitting headshots? Oh boy.
有残血，先穿掉 Stu， 但自己血量也是见底了。
没什么机会。
来过来一个满血的紫烟过来掰，是直接
Wait,
拿下。
TMV played Nikke on stream? No way.
有点省技能啊，就是他 A 塔没有利用技能的压制去
Did he really?
的前level的信息，然后必须又是一个静音的。
OKK Dion, I know you from Dota. Thank you. That's a throwback too. Welcome.
在前面抓住了，而铁壁一挡，整个回防之就会非常。
No, he was playing Nikki. No, not Nikke. He was playing Nikki.
确实也是铁打不更的道理。
Infinity Nikki, which is a different game.
51%的首枪分胜率。
还是留了一把鬼魅的容错。
No, Nikkei got us a victory as a gacha game.
这个阵无忧
Is Infinity Nikki also gacha? I actually don't
带
know.
走了。
哇，baby blue 也是跟你拼到底了，直接站在
Yeah, TMV streaming Nikkei would actually go crazy. TMV viewers, you guys
小半线。
you guys should put Nikkei as the sub goal
啊，不过罗肯的位置也随之暴露了，这也很尴
Let's
尬。
get him.
关键是他踢走了，剩下最后1v4。
Oh, Infinity Nikki is gacha for outfits. Okay. Yeah, these days, I mean, gacha mechanics are everywhere, I guess.
但这个点数要是给到 Stu 的话，可能也会比较难受。一姐这个英雄，你一旦让他冲的终极技能太快，可能每一波就是拉一个人，我就
My
直接进了
super people highlight.
换人数。
Rip super people. It had so much potential.
的话，那包点打到你最重的那一侧，有技能的那一侧，一绝开大拉个人，然后配合耶路在正面的近点和点后的近点是占不了的。
主要是
Dude, I would pay to watch TMV stream Nikkei, not Nikki. Nikkei got us a victory. I would pay good money to watch him stream that.
那这一轮小开在车库的位置，只能尝试去断枪。这群力打出来之后，应该是暴露位置了。
Sideshow called what?
冲在最前
Oh
面的是
my gosh.
标配的爆炸开火。
Nikkei story. I've always been told that it is, and I don't doubt it. Actually, a lot of these gacha games have some very deep cutting
这样尽可能降低
story arcs.
不太确定时间
The writing may not always be good, but you know, they know how to pull all the emotional strings.
那开局 baby blue 也是来脾气了，就硬站在精准投放里面不走了。
是，不过这一分拿下也是成功帮 JDG 把比分进一步缩小嘛，下一轮的长江分。
还好，因为进攻边嘛，你也有些安包的奖励，所以在
That's crazy from Sideshow, man.
直接4-1分彩，先去 C 大上压力，尝试把能量球吃一下。但是看 T 的这个选择，
All right, if JDG can win this,
压力哦，
they're not in a terrible.
哎，
他就放了一个战术监控哎。
确实但这个战术监控的角度是很。
I mean, it's still not terrible. It is pretty bad though, because now it's completely red.
有点运气不好。
Oh, they're so stuck. No, you gotta reset. You gotta reset. Oh, he already used the wall. Oh, this is not good.
还有时间能撤退。
Book it. Book it. No, Mr. Canny, stop looking through the smoke. Just book it. No, just leave Baby Blue because he has gate crash and just book it. What are we slow clearing for? Well, nice shot though.
小开被摘掉了。
See, I will always argue, like, I get it, you don't have information here, but as long as you've already cleared this sight line, like, I think it's better for you to just run it and just have someone watch out for anyone who's already up that window. Because slow clearing this, you can only, because then you can poke A and still come back C. But if you slow clear, now you don't have an option, and if Baby Blue dies, you're just stuck here, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta consider the time value here. Oh my gosh. This is such a weird round. Are they gonna plant? No. You have to though. What? What? What are we doing? We are overcooking. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get it though. Okay, no paranoia. Lil King has one smoke. Okay, he's gonna suspect it pretty soon. Right? Because you don't imagine that he shrouded stepped all the way out to main. Oh! Lil King. Rough. He was still moving.
对，而且这是一个高打低，又有那么一点点的近大远小 ，JK 在关键时刻
Damn, dude. I mean, this was a whole season of episodes all in one round, chat.
这一分一丢，其实整个战局的影响和悬念还是比较深远的，特别是下一轮 T 可能会出现整体枪械劣势、技能不足的情况，而且在3点。
We have a game, I guess. We didn't ask for it, but we are getting a game.
有点难受了。上半场打出来的4分分差优势，马上就快耗光了。现在比分只有1分之差，而且这一分的 T 是没有经济的。
3把封刺。 半线其实有机会能拖延一下。
Oh.
挂个单向烟，
Hey, bae.
给出来。这
Okay.
第一波的压力算是得到了缓解。
Okay, not a bad reset.
固定啊，黑北现在好像有点走不掉了。
Right? He could have left, he could have not. You've got backup now. Lil King's there. Double stinger.
请他的话，
But there's no reason. Yeah, there's no reason for JDG to come here. You know someone's in there. There's no reason for you to giving guns.
因为这个弹墙的声音会比较明显。
但小开在 A 大
There's also no real reason after knowing that there's people in garage for you to commit to B without a jet.
都是耶路解放 A，
But
然后 BC 中防。
哎，给炮拖一拍，虽然开了个无人机，
but they're drawing out util. Okay, if it's just draw out util, I respect it. But Mr. Canny, he's still on the drone. Nobody's watching for him. He's just gonna leave on his own.
无人机的驾驶
Dude, the fact that he gets out alive is so oh no.
效果很不错，再给个赛博球喽。
Huge. Whoa. Yeah.
群力舰
Nope.
反制出来
No reason to get greedy.
这个能
Okay, they got greedy.
反而是 JDG 打了一波优势。
有点难受，因为 C 点
This is it's quite messy. Oh my god. Just no, yeah, just create distance. Don't fight him in their natural habitat.
爆能器已经是被成功装了下来。
现在安包之后 ，JK 的血量和紫妍的血量都很低。
Health isn't great.
得到枪械升级之后，小开还有一颗闪光，给眩晕过点，再给进入全部站位。
Miho should develop their next Valorant. Wouldn't that just be Stranova? How's that game doing? That game was fun.
投放好了 BB 位置，然后小开再上。
是。
这样就是一个人在对枪的时候。
Yeah, I don't think the greedy was bad per se. It was just greedy.
但对比上一张地图，其实感觉 JDG 打的还是更加冷静的，就他们其实是会规避这一套阵容的强势点，就车库反击的第一波，退出去之后再来做反推。
God, and you wrote that down. Wait, is this Stranova out? What do you mean you're so excited for Stranova?
导致 C 点的正面完全没人盯防，紫妍也是悄悄的摸了过来。
I'm positive it's fully released, no?
没有选择去叫哎。
应该还要看一下这一分，因为对面没有暂停可用了。现在叫暂停等于也给了对面去教练帮助的机会。
Okay. Yeah, this is kind of the go-to ult these days. Oh, the ISO. Oh, that's good, man. Oh, this isn't so good, though. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my, recovered. Oh my gosh, please peek together. Oh my god. Dude, Heibei's gonna take the initiative. This is so good. This is so good. Did he see him? I think he did.
再找另一个。
Oh my gosh, how do you get the 1v2? Okay. It was good until
都非常的准，没有给到黑北开枪的机会。
是，而且这一分其实已经是4A 的4架枪线在前内围的大乱战了。但由于一个 TP 近点的夜路，相当于是在点内多了一条关键的。
Yeah, the gunplay and like the audio and whatnot of Spectre Divide was a little rough. It was also just like the idea was cool, but it was such a like there wasn't a real good hook for the general audience to want to engage in the cool idea. You know what I mean? Is Stranova good? It's good for people who liked guns. I could use Song Lee and Valorant. New friends friggin' frothing at the mouth here. Basically, if you just like really like niche, quick trigger, micro movement gunplay, then Stranova's fun. Then the 2D aspect is really fun. But you know, if you just want honest, precise gunplay, then you definitely will not enjoy Stranova. Guns is what I meant. Tell me your true feelings about this game, Chobra. This one that we're watching right now, I couldn't be more uninterested. Actually, I could be. If the two team names were Secret and DFM, I would be more uninterested. But yeah.
第一来讲也是叫出自己的第一个暂停，不过回来之后的经济并不是很好，这是一个存钱分。
是手上有很多的终极技能能够去打 combo 啊，不管是神鬼不绝还是末日审判。调整站位之后是没有贸然的去 A 厅主动拿信息，但是中路的第二时间
He's losing it.
抓个正着。
唯一的一把长枪，小开是率先阵亡，而且
That's true. May no, you're right. I take that back. May does have interesting rounds. Yeah, that's not fair when I'm watching JDG and Stu's the only reason I'm really interested. That's you know what? You got me, chat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
假成骗到了，而且还有盾啊，这一波流的近点确实不太好。
VLR ratings are active for China? Really?
两把锋刺2v5的回防。这个残局，考虑去换枪吧。
No, but I was uninterested in Zeta until they started to actually walk around the map for information against T1. So now I'm like minorly interested in Zeta. No, it's not that Team Secrets. It's not even that they're bad. It's just they're not. They just seem so predictable, but not in a great way. Like they're not great. They're not good anymore. I don't think they're bad. They're just not good, but it's like it's just very, very basic vanilla flowcharty.
小开的一个前点，其实位置抓的是很准的，但可惜没有点到头，然后中路补位的黑贝也被抽倒，手枪也没有。
I think some teams still don't know how to work against the ISO Euro. Actually, I think some teams still just kind of freak out and give free rounds over. They just like group up and try to fight, and then they just get wrecked.
但也不能一分交太多。角色小开的前顶终于是拿到了一个率先击杀，配合踩在 B 点。
The whole Japanese Valorant scene is a snooze fest. I mean, it's just the way they play in general, though, and like you really need that one team and player that can kind of change that and break that. But
给了一个假传的声音。对。
G2 knows, but I don't know. They did not play good. Wait, what? I'm Filipino and I support GE more than Team Secret. They really did. That is really the most unfortunate thing for Team Secret. Yeah, Murash. I would actually say Murash probably brings a little bit more spice. Riddle's good, but if you honestly look, Riddle is also very exploitable. But at least they have like set plays. And Jojo's a pretty good IGL, but yeah, supposedly VLR ratings are live. I guess we'll check it after this game. Does that mean the other stats are now online too? Oh man. Trace is coming back. Oh, Murash. Oh, I didn't watch this split, to be fair. Oh, G2 knew how to anti-strat. No, I think a lot of teams do now, but I think still a lot, given how frequent we've seen Euro ISO, still a lot of teams don't know how to counter it, or at least play against it. Oh yeah, Saya's like flexing around on reject.
JDG 的终极技能压力会给的很足哦。Baby Blue 其实在前几分他的神鬼不觉得收益都挺高的。
而对 T 来讲，如果这分输的话，就等于是细节断连败了。
对，他们的经济会
节奏会很伤，
炸掉。闪光打出来，但这一轮 A 大的致盲效果一般，因为对方其实也进入了神鬼不觉，狂恋之怒加。
Dude, the return of Saya player Omen is funny.
效果还行。
After all that memeing, he's back to playing Omen. It is very funny. Oh, did they end up winning 3-0? I think Furix is by far the better team there, though. I know they came up through the lower bracket, but I think they have way more to prove, way more to show. Okay, oh, he was stuck. Never mind.
只剩下黑贝了，应该可以考虑直接保枪了，回不来。哇，这一分有看到。
Can you queue Korea servers in Japan? I'm sure you can if you have a Korean account, but you need a Korean registration number to get a Korean account.
是，特别是二楼上那个小开嘛，其实他有。
You have to have a separate account for it.
都被完成了反，而且二楼下这两个侧身位没有点掉，也非常的可惜。
A 包点，这已经是2个回合放4个站位没有打过了。 那现在其实能够想到的方法就是把黑贝的位置直接调过来。
Why is Trace losing this chat? Other than JDG playing as a team now.
枪有点不稳了。
就是1v1的胜率对比上张地图确实低了很多，这其实是就是很客观的一个 看法啊。
讲道理，刚刚这几个1v1当中，哪怕能赢一个，可能这个残局都会能去就可以操作，
对，
不至于说打不了。
嗯，
有点陷入到上张图或者上半场 T 的这种节奏当中了。
下半场在换边之后 ，T 可能对于对方的一些落位啊、点子的接架。
I mean, it does also seem like they're just. Yes, they're losing aim duels as well, but it doesn't seem like they have a clear goal. Like, are we playing retake? Are we going to group up? Are we gonna fill the site? You know what I mean? They're like all kind of in their own positions. Just they're like, well, I'll get mine.
我觉得现在 T 可能要多去跟小编去配合起来。明显感觉到小编这一场的铁臂在局面上的一个发挥，或者是
Run some ads. We're popping off. Oh, are we?
没有看到太多可能跟铁臂之间的联动。
这可能跟 JDG 整体他们战术落位上
Oh, damn, we are.
一个打法有一定的关系。就很多次可能你一个山坡地线啊，或者
Well, now I need JDG to win so I can run some ads in between.
反而是对方第二时间的推进，包括一决再进出，对吧？给一些这个绝对屏障去做推进。
Yeah, but yeah, Furix is the ex-Notion player, so I want them to do well. I want to see them do well.
T 这套阵容他们的优势，就那一套可能太湖的打法体系就没有办法发挥他们最强的。
Go to Singapore servers when we want to play serious scrims, so I thought Korea and Japan could do. Well, you can. Well, Korea can play on the Japanese server, but because that's just the Asia server.
你要确定我至少拿到点位吧。
对，那这一轮也是没有办法去做。
No, honestly though, that's like the not to far viewers, but the reason I turned the co-stream on today is solely because I'm like. I mean, I also want to watch even the bad teams. Like I want to watch them just so I can be confident that I have the right read on the Chinese teams. But chat, it took a lot of mental power to convince myself to turn the stream on today for this match. And honestly, I'm starting to think I wasn't wrong. But I mean, I guess I can rest assured that I'm glad I dropped all hope of Trace, because I mean, they're not. Dude, what happened to this team, man? What happened to the good, honest default Valorant that I loved? They get very angry very easily. Yeah, it does seem like there's a bit of a tilting problem, but I think it's more than that, though. Okay, this time, though, they are Feng just chill. Just let him play it. Yeah, your teammates got this. There you go.
这暂停之后一口翻分啊！
哇，这分进 C 有点感觉 JDG 稍微有点大意了，没有太多人跟进去补枪，而且对于站位的处理以及技能的限制给的也不够，给到了去掰枪的机会。
Crazy because I would glaze Trace and say they were the G2 of China. Yeah.
而且反击的技能组，我觉得这个暗眼的交换其实。
Yeah, I mean, something happened at Bangkok. Something happened when EDG shut them down in the grand finals. DeFernzy with the bits. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the bits. Watching Glue for the love of the game. I mean, true. Because in all honesty, there is a lot of relativity that happens. And also sometimes there's like standout players that you can still look for. Like it's the same thing with tier 2, right? If you watch a lot of tier 1, quite frankly, it is hard to like really enjoy watching challengers just because the average level of play is going to be so different. But if you want to be ahead of the curve and look out for like standout players or maybe even some new comps or ideas, then you need to learn to enjoy watching challengers. Which I did last year. I just don't have the time yet this year to make it work. Whoa, where are we going? Okay. So Kai's gonna bail. Are we all gonna bail? Not really. That Cyber Cage actually helps Luo King so much. Oh my gosh.
再给矩阵余波，现在你捡不到包，虽然说有离魂。
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's out of the question that Trace would have lost confidence after EDG crushed him back in the grand finals, but it's also like
找你。
I mean, it can't be that bad.
低包假骗一下，充分利用时间。
You're gonna fake it
再往 A 炮
after 15 seconds? What are we? Crew, man. Just accept your fate and fight your way out of it. Oh
没有
my.
办法混到，小编是直接穿烟击杀拿到了 J.Crew 的这个击败。那现在比分好像又不一
Yeah,
样
Stu's
了
ISO isn't great, chat. Which is why I'm surprised that they picked this and they're still playing
一
it.
颗左边的赛博球龙，一颗右边的这个黑杖嘛。他这种隔断烟的一个布置，导致在 JDG 只要有一个小技能被对方及时打掉，你就没有办法完全清空点后。
而且是就是零加上幽影双人守这个 C 区，你会发现点上同时间可能有4
No,
颗
it's
烟
in the bingo
没有
card.
太多的视野。而且 JDG 的
It's not surprising that JDG is having trouble closing it out.
有很好的收益。
Okay, no undercut, full armor. Surely that's because you're going to use your ult to get your team onto the site, right, Stu?
JDG 其实现在是被追分的一方。
Right? Surely that's because you're just going to duel somebody and win.
站住了之后，对于 JDG 你静音接触到前点风险也很大。
但由于2分 C 区近点的失利，这一轮是 B 点和 A 点也
Surely
没架住，
踢走，
自己还被打残，这一分。
we can't make up our mind. Oh my goodness. Okay, he got. Who'd he get? Oh, BNK. Oh, that's a blunder. Oh no. Oh, that's a blunder.
连狙2人。那虽然 Baby Blue 回击，
哎呀，
紫烟这个残局很难操作，
而且也抛不到帽子。
Oh man.
接口在自己的左手。 要拉出身位才行。
会暴露自己的位置。
I don't. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Stu's so sharp at aiming, and then he plays this ISO, and it just doesn't hit the same. Like you would think the way he frags out regularly, that he would be farming people in the ults.
小开虽然说开局第一枪有点小马，但后续的3枪都是非常精准的。
主要他就之所以队友能够去完成 A 包点的反清和结尾，一方面可能跟 A 小那个
That is rough.
另一方面这2局2发倒2个，直接是把人数给逆转了。
而且 T 的思路也很清晰，明知在侧身位站住之后 ，Locking 大脚步就往这个
Jet merchants haven't
不
been
就
the
是为了不
same.
让你先站到烟内的位置，把自己的站位给扩散开。
Pressuring Stu at the military service is crazy.
打不太下来，然后 A 点这点就很难，可能得考虑去往 B 点攻一攻了。
但这个常规时间
No, if JDG loses his 13-11, that would be kind of disastrous, no?
出现蟒侠，这场蟒侠面对对方3个轻甲的情况，4个轻甲的情况。
JDG 的经济不太好啊。
Oh, they're gonna all in.
压力很大。
这分铁壁是在 B
Smoke, fault line, peek out. You saw one.
或者是推了盾之后往后撤，那一决的优势就没了呀。
At least you drew out the aftershock and the paranoia. You drew out so much. You can work with this. You can work with this.
狙掉一个，回敬给对手，而且小编的补位来得非常的快。
Chill, chill. Oh yes, let's all show them exactly where we are, all together in a narrow. Let's just enter the narrow pathway with no exit. Oh, what are we doing? And how is he staying alive?
丢反而是一把数位杀了出来，杀到了最后啊。
那这样残局来到了2打2，侧身没抓住。
Oh my god. Zian. Oh my gosh.
紫烟也很尴尬，只有自己一把数位。现在虽然说有帽子，但接口在车库里面。
紫烟面对
Can't watch this.
1v2必须要去操作的残局。
23秒的时间。
20 seconds, my guy. 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
就等你落位安包。 时间很紧了。
Where are you? Okay, B it is. You know where they both are.
但爆能器装完，对面可能就到近点了。
还得上弹。
必须离 C 太近了。
Oh, that's so greedy. Oh, that's so greedy. Why aren't we just planting safe, man?
JDG 今天 T 一个非常快的调整，以及个人。
I don't know what I expected, chat. I don't know, man.
确实没想到，其实这个图2出来之后
，Oh my gosh.
很大的压力的。 他们其实，在下半场的调整速度也同样。
Here, Chad, I got something better for you.
关键的就是在暂停之后
These ads will be more fun than the match.
直接打乱了所有 JDG 的一个得分的部署，而且他们尝试过非常多波 C 区的近点，只不过可能在小细节的这种配合和处理上。
Dude, that's crazy. 1v2, 5 seconds. And he goes for the greedy plant.
在临场调整上来说 ，T 也是顶住了压力。那
Oh my gosh.
JDG 他们今天也是贡献了非常精彩的表现。
The Philippines has been getting online gam. What, really? Isn't that banned in the Philippines? That's so weird.
但可能属于他们的首胜还没有到来。
是，而且对于这场比赛来说
Joke's on you, newvid. There is no second series. This is all we get today.
好好的准备，打好接下来的每一场比赛，每一张地图。
Oh.
也请把更热烈的掌声送给今天的胜者 TE。在第3周的第1天的比赛当中，其实他们陷入到了一个就被对方追分的一个节奏。但
I did press ads. Obviously, not everyone gets them, but I appreciate you guys looking out for me.
也让我们看到了跟上周
We've got some ads rolling.
其实在面对狼队的那场落败，可能会有
Get a bunch of viewers to play a 5v5 and call it the
究竟
second
能不能去
series.
调整好自己的阵容，调整好自己的状态。
Oh yeah, let's see the VLR ratings. That is the exciting part, I guess. That's the silver lining today, is that I guess now we're finding out that China has VLR ratings. We wouldn't have known. Does that mean everything else? Okay, we don't see the rest of it, but we still see the ratings. See, we wouldn't have known that they have ratings now if this match didn't happen.
就他们可能在一些细节的处理上啊，团队的沟通上，最终是顶住了绝大部分的压力。JDG 真的挺可惜的，感觉他们这个图二
是，我们也跟
Seems like it needs to be updated though.
影视搜索的较量，其实，在整个进攻边，我觉得 T 打的是相当顺的。上半场一度来到了一个拉开非常多比分。
No performance tabs means no multi-kill stats for VFL. Right.
是。
但换到防守之后，其实也会面临跟 JDG 同样的问题，缺少信息，然后也没有办法，
I mean,
没有办法在这个3点图当中去过多的集中。
I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel good about either of these teams after watching this.
整个 JDG 版
Which is where we started.
可能卡尼亚，他们的选手在进入到这个后半
We spent a good 2 hours, 15 minutes to just come back to square one.
蛮大的压力的。
其实通过这几波回放，大家也能够看到 ，Still 在选择出1决之后，他给到团队的帮助就是击杀收益还蛮多的，包括有一分他的持球手其实就是他以数位最后站到了最后，但最后但一些
So who's second best?
细节上
I mean,
很多分，比如说A 区的那颗烟，对吧？那颗烟
I feel like I'm getting warped into this right now, but honestly, I feel like I'm being manipulated, but Wolves might be the second best team.
有看到，其实今天在面对对面的拉扯的时候，我们从上帝视角总感觉好像 T 他们有被拉扯到，但是他们的回防以及他们的爆传配合都能够去完美的赢下自己。
No, okay, assuming we still count EDG as number 1, even though Nova upset them. Assuming we still count EDG, I would argue that FPX is still the next in the running. They didn't look as good in week 2, but I would argue that they are the next up. But these two, I mean, it's either or. Honestly, Wolves might be going to Toronto, which I would hate to see. Nothing against the Wolves, but can you imagine the gloating from TMV? No, that we can't have that. We can't have that. No, but third, they still go to Toronto. Harry Kintama, I mean, I have no idea or say. I mean, I know everyone's speculating that on the reasons why that edit happened, but I couldn't tell you. But I can tell you, I will say this though, like in depends on the region, but like in Korea, they're very sensitive about like having anyone with any type of controversy and any type of like official media. And I don't know if maybe that even extends to YouTube in terms of like content and legal reasons. So I don't know if that's part of it, but I don't think that would be necessarily that alone is the reason. I don't think it's a cultural thing just because it's the global YouTube, so it's not even like it has to be held responsible by Riot Korea. But I assume they would be looking into it and it would have just been a mess. That would be my assumption, because one way or the other, the comments would have been a mess one way or another. For people who don't know, I'm talking about the timeout episode 2 for VCT Pacific.
还是那个点吧，因为你12个进攻回合里面其实只装了这个。
Yeah, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you leave it in, like people are gonna like that's all the comments are gonna be anyway. And then they'll be like, you have to do something, right?
分的真的挺吓人的，因为本来按照 JDG 的一个节奏来说，他们是能够去拿到局点去尝试在图二有
It sucks one way or another, right? I mean, I'm sure nobody was happy to make that edit, but
没错，再来回顾一下今天这个 BO3的一个选图啊。首先，连环过程 T 的选图是一个13。
No, XOG also kind of lost the touch. Although, chat, tomorrow is Wolves versus XOG. But I do think I was kind of with Sideshow. I was pretty big on XOG after kickoff. But honestly, now looking at it, I'm like, no, they still have a lot to learn. Like, they're not terrible, but they have a lot to learn. Yeah, chat. I mean, the way I would think about it with the... To put it simply, chat, the way I would think about it with the edit is simply, like, sometimes they won't put certain, like, players, right? Just because the risk of bad PR. Right? Some players won't be on certain content pieces. Some players will be favored for certain content pieces. It's really just a result of that, I think. You're still an XOG believer? Like, when you say believer, though, are we thinking that XOG is going to go to champs? Like, believe in that much? Or you think XOG is just going to, like, be a top 8 team by the end? Like, go to playoffs? Can you translate first? Unfortunately, I cannot. Can Talon go to Toronto? Yeah, I think so. Honestly, since I can't translate this chat, we're gonna skip this. I have to hop off in a little bit. Well, we can talk about VCT Pacific a little bit because that's much more exciting and interesting. Honestly, I would say probably DRX and T1 are like looking like relative shoo-ins. DRX is, we'll see, but relative shoo-ins for Toronto. And then it's a toss-up between Talon, Nongshim, Paper Rex. And then I would say like, and then potential from GE, Genji, RQ. But if you look at it this way, I think Talon probably actually number-wise, just purely number-wise, might have the highest probability. Just because I think Talon's going to keep things pretty simple. Like, they obviously, the newer players still have to grow into it and whatnot. But I think they're not trying to reinvent the wheel. So I think they'll have a easier time hitting the points they want to for end of stage 1. Whereas I think Paper X kind of wants to go long-term reinventing the wheel, which is kind of what they need. And then Nongshim Red Force might be in a similar situation. But they're like exploring for the first time, basically, right? So I think DRX could be challenged. I agree. But I'm going to assume DRX is going to be number 1 in this group, which would mean that they have the advantage of being in the upper semifinals already. So the chances are much higher of them making it to Toronto, right? Aren't you overestimating Paper X? I think if you erase the past Paper X, if you erase how good they used to be, I think it's fair to consider them a contender to go to Toronto. Not to win Pacific, but I think you still have to, give a little bit of credit. I don't know, like, I'm very impressed by GE, but I think if Sliggy's saying, I think that's an overestimation. After one game, the fundamentals look good, but let's be honest, you weren't exactly playing the team that was going to challenge you the most. I'm rating GE pretty highly, and I like what I saw. And I think the fundamental will continue. But, like, when you then start to meet teams that have, like, all 5 players with firepower, right? I think then it's not going to be as easy, right? So I think it's a really good base, right? So I think them being a contender is fair. Like, I think GE should make playoffs. I mean, we'll see this game because Boom obviously had a great start. So I think GE should make playoffs, and I think they can punch up, but I don't think they should be put in the same ranks as like Talon yet, at least yet. And I know like Talon has 2 new players too, so like why did they get a bye? But like in theory, I think Talon actually their game plan got simpler, so they may have a harder time winning an international tournament now if they were to go, but I actually think they might have an easier time to go to an international tournament. Did you see Spike Talk? Just like I skimmed. I didn't watch much of the Paper X TRX section, to be honest. But like, I'm pretty set that I like what Paper X was trying in that match. FPX lost a map to Tyloo. I mean, FPX losing a map to Tyloo was rather disappointing. I agree. Yeah, I think GE versus Boom is a good power level check, but I think GE should be favored. I just have less faith in Boom. It was weird because Frost was saying, it's very funny because I think Frost and I personally end up looking at things very opposite a lot of the times, and I think it's a viewpoint thing, like a in the server versus out of the server viewpoint thing, which doesn't necessarily mean one person's right or wrong. It's just one person's probably looking at the peak of what happened versus one person's trying to look at maybe the theory of what happened. But because Frost was saying that he thinks Boom is the better team, but I think he also counts veterancy a lot, which is fair, because we saw that come into play at Bangkok when it mattered most. So while GE looks good, but like GE has grinded a lot too, just not as a team. A lot of the GE guys have grinded a lot too, just not as a team. It's like Yudotan's been playing for quite some time too now. So I'd say GE can get 4th to 6th in playoffs, but the Toronto 3rd. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. I think that's a reasonable way to look at it. I think 4th to 6th is a pretty good goal for GE. Like, I would be very happy for GE if that happened. I don't think that's a given, right? I just think it would be a very good success, but I think 3rd place would be like it would be a bit of a all the stars aligned type of scenario. Frost might have his beliefs, but I trust the one who has perfect pick'ems. That's true, though, chat. Does Frost have perfect pick'ems? I didn't think so. Do I have perfect pick'ems, though? I think so. So, you know. For those who haven't seen it, wait, don't look at this. Go watch my YouTube video if you want to know my pick'ems. Yeah. And the thing is, it's like RQ is... It's like not even just because I'm with Nongshim now and they beat RQ. It's not even that I'm trying to like... I'm not trying to trash an RQ, but... Obviously, back when I was just fanboying simply for RQ, it was easy for me to just always ride on the core of it is good. I think more people are seeing that, right? I think more people are seeing that the core of RQ is good. When they're winning hard. The game plan is good, etc. But at this point, especially watching it from Nongshim Red Force's point of view, actually, it was such an awakening moment because it's like. Let's be honest. No, we should not have been given a chance to win this game. We should not have been given a chance to win this game. You know what I mean? And Notion played really well, but it's just like you had so many chances, though. Like, I'm just saying, you should have, like, if RQ had gotten even a couple more rounds here, I think things would have been different. Like, even if they still lost the map. So and that's when, and then you look at the Pearl, and I start to think, I'm like watching it, and I'm like, dude, I've never had this happen when I was watching from RQ's POV, where you, when you need it, the one guy like pops off 2 to 3 times in a row. You know what I mean? And it's like, Nongshim has had that continuously throughout their roster career, even in challengers. Whereas RQ has continuously been on the receiving end of it against Gen G. Granted, it's mostly against Gen G, but and so there's that, and then it just made me wonder. It's like there's something there. There's something there where you just can't unlock it. And then so by the way, people, I guess I didn't even mean it to be that cryptic. I just didn't have the time to like actually run the numbers. But I made a tweet about like the top rated players of week 2 or week 1 of VCT Pacific. And like DOS9 was at the top, and I was like, oh, there's a pattern here that maybe it needs to be studied retroactively. And my point was, Cushy was like rank 4 or something. And you look at this one, he still has a higher rating. Rating's not everything, but I think they have a couple more kills too. It's never like a landslide, but they generally always either match kills or have more kills, and they usually have the top rated player and not the lowest rated player, right? When they lose 1-2, when they lose 1-2 specifically for RQ. So it makes you wonder, it's not that there's a skill gap, it's just when it comes online. I had this written, I think I erased it because I was just jotting it down on my phone, and then I deleted the file by accident. But like, if you look back to all the 1-2s that RQ has lost, it's not a huge sample size, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, this is 24, right? Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which, by the way, this is funny. So there's 10 examples. I mean, 9 if we don't count this one, because it's a very different roster. Yeah, oh yeah, because it would be 11 if you count this. Actually, maybe we count it, because even this one, they should have won. RQ should have won this, but Depp just goes crazy in this game. You know what I mean? I mean, here Depp does diff them, but it's like, why don't you ever have the guy that goes crazy when you need it? If you can, because if you can keep up, right? If you had that one guy, then you would win, right? I mean, Gen G, you can match it up to, well, they have like 5 players that can clutch up. But it's like Zeta Division didn't have 5 players that could clutch up. They barely had the one guy that could clutch up. They needed that one guy to pop off because Laz wasn't playing Chamber. And he did when you needed him most. And like, this was a different roster. But I'm just saying, if you look at this, I'm pretty sure if you eliminate these two, I'm pretty sure like out of 9, if I remember correctly, I think 6 of those times you have the higher rated top player and the higher rated lowest player. And you're generally not far off, or you're in the lead for total kills. So it's like something happens when you get to that last map, and you're just missing out on that guy every single time. And maybe it's just an individual mental block thing. Maybe it's a team comms thing. Like, who knows what it is, but it has to be something outside of the game that's affecting you, because you have guys who are like out fragging the enemy team throughout the overall game, even if you're losing. So it's like, it's rough. But they also 0-2'd Boom? What? Oh, you mean they also lose 2-0? Sure, but I'm just saying, you have so many 1-2s, and a lot of these 1-2s are, you know, very kind of important matches, whether it's for the record or it's in playoffs. And it's like, how are these other teams always allowed to be on the other end? It's the same thing with Gen G, and quite frankly, it's kind of the same thing with Nongshim Red Force. Oh, this is going to be weird, right? Oh, no, it does mix in the SPG one. Nongshim Red Force. Important opening match. 2-1. Barely clutches it out. Crazy overtime in elimination. Clutches it out. I'm not saying every time, right? They get pushed to the end with Boom Esports coming back with a vengeance. They clutch it out. And then SPG versus Boom Esports. Right? They're able to... Whoa. Why is this flipped? Anyway, they're able to clutch it out. SPG versus Nongshim. They're able to clutch it out. So, like, it happens more than the times it doesn't. And obviously, yeah, it's easy because they had a winning record. But I'm just saying, like, at that point, you have to wonder, why aren't our players able to unlock that when we need it most? Because we do have the skill to do so. And it's like, Jemkin is currently younger Chovy and not Faker. That's actually such a good way to put it. But it's like, it doesn't have to be Jemkin. Like, you have guys who pop off. Like in the other rounds, Xfero has pop off moments. Magnet has pop off. Cushy definitely has pop off moments. So I don't know. I think the pressure, I think they just buckle, man. And it sucks. It really sucks for RQ and their fans, because it's like, and like, I know this more than anyone. It's like, it's hard to start to convince the people around you that you are a good team, because if you're buckling when you needed it the most to prove one step further, it's hard. I really feel like it's not just a mental block thing, but I do think it's the calling as well. Both with Estrella and, I mean, Crazy Guy only had one match, so we'll wait and see. But just given Crazy Guy's history, if you watch his old IGLing as well on other teams, like, I really like Crazy Guy's IGLing, and I actually rate it pretty highly. But I do think it's a bit old-fashioned, where it's very, like, playbook-based, right? It's a bit more traditional, so to speak. It's less scrappy. And I think these days you need really good scrappy mid-rounding. And I think scrappy mid-rounding is where you're able to get those plays to happen. And I do think there's probably something there to be looked at as well if you're RRQ. Do you think this is the last chance for the Paper X 5? I mean, presumably, right? Because they already brought on a 6th player for stage 2, so presumably it's the last shot. I really, really thought Flips would be a star. He is, for the wrong reasons. I mean, not wrong. Not wrong. What do you mean by scrappy mid-rounding? I mean, like, being able to react off of util for, like, 2v2s, 3v3s, right? Instead of being like, I have this set play in mind for this round, or, like, we have A through Z in retakes, so we will play off of that, right? But instead saying, like, okay, we haven't seen the smoke before, but let's just call it right now. We need the space. Because otherwise we're just gonna have to wait for this retake, but we've already run that retake like 3 times, so just like clear the space, you know what I mean? Just going off the book a little bit, but still having coordination. And honestly, at that point, that might not even be an IGLing thing. It may just be that you just need more people involved in the calling, quite frankly. Will RQ ever be good enough to make it? It does feel like a loop instead of a spiral. I mean, it's hard to say. I don't think it's fair to give up hope if you're a fan, just because, like, obviously the mechanical skill is getting better and better every season. But yeah, I think a lot of people, including myself, thought Cushy would kind of fix that, like, extra layer of side calling, but it does seem like he is still learning to, like, handle the pressure a little bit more, so. We need the I can't emote. I'll be honest, chat, I don't even know which one is the I can't emote, actually. Because I used to not have 7TV installed until like a month ago. So I always just see everyone just typing it. RQ and Team Secret are so alike. They look like the best team in the world for some reason. Okay, hold up. Don't do RQ dirty like that. Listen. Don't do RQ dirty like that, chat. I mean, that's not fair. Hey, what's up, Absop? How do you feel about Zeta? No, I think Zeta played pretty well, but it was like Coach Autumn said, it was a bit of an open book exam, right? You saw everything from T1. They didn't change anything coming in. That's a lie, though. I was doing some VOD review of this game. That's a lie, though. They improved their fracture so much. T1 improved their fracture so much. Their macro on fracture was like miles better than it was at Bangkok. It was looking a lot better. But I do think Zeta played... I mean, I think Zeta's improved. They've improved enough that I'm interested in them very, very mildly again. They're at least, like, taking space, or trying to. They might not win the fight, but they are trying to take space. They don't just sit back and be like, oh, well, we can't win the 1v1, so I guess we'll just wait. Like, they don't do that anymore, so... Sir, I've told you many times that it's ABS with each other was spelled separately. I mean, that's like HFMI wanting me to read it the whole way through, though. I mean, at that point, you're asking me to basically not say your name every time because I can't be bothered every time to read it one by one. I respect it, but... My name is supposed to be spelled out. Team Secret. I mean, Team Secret always win the... I mean, teams... I mean, I guess result-wise, retroactively, Team Secret and RQ kind of feel similar, I guess. Uh-oh. Why do I have this alarm on? I can be a good one. Wait, Paradox, why? Are you getting lost in the sauce on YouTube? I've kind of just left YouTube chat to your own because it seems like you guys are having a pretty intense but healthy discussion about Paper X. I didn't know where to jump in. Paradox, if you want to send me a GM on Discord, I would actually appreciate that a lot. You tried Nongshim Ramyun today? It was decent? There you go. Can we really use past results for... I mean, yeah. We'll see. This match will be very telling. Oh, on which note, chat, on Saturday this week, I'm going to be at the venue for these matches. So we'll be co-streaming. I'll just be there for both, because otherwise I can't co-stream Secret Zeta. And honestly, I probably don't need to co-stream Secret Zeta, but... I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be screaming wildly in English for all the T1 fans to hear. So if you don't see me on stream on Sunday, you know what happened. The T1 fans got to me, chat. Yeah, I got blocked in. I couldn't enter my home because the trucks got to me. No, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to be the voice of Nongshim at the venue. But I'll be co-streaming, so I will be co-streaming. Hopefully, they said they would look into their gear and try to make the co-streaming a bit smoother, so hopefully it's fixed. But it'll be just me, so it shouldn't be that bad. But just as a warning, obviously the background noise will be really loud, and we just kind of have to deal with that, unfortunately. But do Valorant people do that? Not as much anymore. I should though. Well, I should read the room first though. Chat, it's gonna be like mostly T1 fans at the venue. No, not like a Nongshim chant, but like in a lot of older Korean esports, when the match starts, each fan base would take turns being like 1, 2, 3, like Nongshim fighting, and then the other team goes 1, 2, 3, T1 fighting, and then you basically get into a shouting match. But I mean, I will just be on a separate floor, so I should be safe from the T1 fans. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, YouTube chat, time for me to step in. Calm down. Yeah, calm down. Discussion good. Starting to just get angry at each other, not good. Calm down. Simmer down. But yeah, if Nongshim wins that day, we might be able to get one of the players or the coaches onto the stream briefly as well for an extra interview. So, do you see yourself coaching in Nongshim? I mean, I think it would be fun. I would love to. I would love to have a shot, but I think that would be... But again, like, I'm just not... I don't think I would actually want to commit or be able to commit as much as I would want to coach any team. What if they lose? I mean, if one of them is still open to, maybe, but probably not. But they're going to win. So it's going to be all right. How do you rate Kilias's mid-rounding in the opening matchup? I think it looked pretty good, but again, I think we need to see a bit more. I was more impressed with just their overall fundamentals and like their trading and spacing and whatnot. But you know, the actual like IGL calling is, I don't think there was too much to read into. I wish the Nongshim logo was an actual bowl of noodles. It's a shield, chat. Okay, here. It's education time. The Nongshim logo it's a shield to show that we are united as a team. And then it's a pulse to show you that we will make our fans' hearts beat again with the great games and exciting games that we're going to show you. And then it's red and black because that's just the color of Nongshim. And I didn't make this up. This is true. When they lose, the logo is a flat line. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that not the shield Dombi uses as a tank, actually? Dude, can somebody Photoshop like Dombi's face onto a soldier charging in with a shield and just slap the Nongshim Red Force logo on it? Oh, that's so good. Dombi as a Reinhardt. There you go. Dombi as a Reinhardt. Dude, Dombi being a tank duelist is honestly one of the craziest things. But it's true. Make a big version and become Captain Nongshim. Honestly, I wonder if I have time tomorrow to figure something out. It would be fun to be at the venue with some sort of Nongshim cosplay. Maybe I can go to like a, you know, like those cheap like Party City like Halloween costume shops and just get a Captain America costume, but then just plaster the Nongshim Red Force logo over it. Cosplay as Fori. That might take a little bit more extra effort. Dombi's not even a top 10 Pacific duelist. Dombi doesn't even need to be a top 10 Pacific duelist, man. Man, imagine if we still had custom player cards, chat, from the capsules. Do we know if Dombey can play anything other than Neon? Well, he actually used to play a really good Jet and actually a really good Raze back in the day as well. I think he's just been too Neon pilled. But he also did play literally only Neon for like 6 months, so understandable. He's way late pilled right now. A little bit unfortunately so, but you know. No, but literally though, when you think about it, if they are pretty committed to using him as a tank duelist, then Neon is literally the best agent for it, even if she's nerfed. Which is, I think, what makes this team fun, because that's their take, is that our duelist is literally meant to go in and draw aggro. The next best thing would probably actually be either a Waylay that's comboed really well or a Jet, but oh, we'll see. But the Neon's just kind of easier to do that and still get rotate. Like, you know what I mean? You can basically run laps around the enemy, so it does make sense on why. It's not just like abusing the Neon to get more kills, but no, I gotta head out actually, chat. I should take this extra time to prep more. So I have to head out because I have to go work on a Path of Exile 2 show, because there's a live update show today from Path of Exile 2, and then I'm working on the Korean side to help translate and do a little talk show with them. So I have to head out and go to the studio now. So I won't be able to watch Apex just crush Team Heretics like I told you they would. But you know, feel free to use my unending knowledge in your pick'ems and your predictions on Twitch chat. But that is what's going to happen. So unfortunately, I don't get to watch it live. Very unfortunate. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Quick day, just the one China match. I mean, there's nobody online that's like streaming now and all the way through EMEA, right? None of the usual co-streamers. I am very curious on what Governor is gonna be playing. I feel like he's gonna be playing. Oh, is Spicy U streaming? Yeah, we'll send you guys to Spicy U. What is this? Stream preview? No, don't give me the stream preview. All right, chat. Join the raid. Say hello. And then if you guys are watching EMEA, enjoy the show. Should be a good one. You know, be nice to Spicy U and Paper X, chat. Be nice about Paper X, chat. They're gonna beat Gen G, just so we're clear. All right, that's gonna be it. I will see you guys tomorrow for the China co-stream. I hope you guys enjoy the EMEA and America's games, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.